foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Honest and salutations to all Siakim throughout the four corners of the earth, laboring in honesty, sincerity, charity, and sound doctrine. All right? And to the elders of the house of David. All right? We Hebrew Israelites, we come out here week in and week out, prophesying the downfall of America according to the Bible, man. And right now we in the end of the end times, man. But you starting to see all these different countries coming together, you know. You hearing about wars and rumors of wars, man. But right now it's on a higher level than it ever was before. And these things has been written about in the scripture. But everybody's still walking around in that lackadaisical state. Why? Because the Most High got you people blinded, man. You know? And it's only about so much time that the prophets is going to come out here and warn the people. You know? Until, you know, the Lord is going to stop holding his tongue, so to speak. Because the sins of America, and matter of fact, the sins of this whole world has reached the heavens, man. You know? You got the men wanting to be women, women wanting to be men. You know? And they act like that's something normal, man. Alright?
This is Job chapter 24, verse 1. It says, why seeing times are not hidden from the Almighty? Do they that know him not see his days?
That's right. So do they that know him do not see his days, man. Alright, so that's basically like you gotta be out here watching, man. You know? Knowing the prophecies, understanding the time that you're living in, man. So you don't get caught out there like a thief in the night, man. Read that one more time, Baba.
Job 24:1. Why seeing times are not hidden from the Almighty?
That's right. So seeing times are not hidden from Yahweh Shah. Why? Because he ordained them from the beginning, man. All right? He ordained everything that's going right now from the beginning of time, man. So everything that you see going on has been preordained. All right? Because if it wasn't, it wouldn't have happened. But you got Esau trying to switch things up and think that they can upset prophecy, but they never going to be able to do that. All right, go ahead. All right.
Says, do they that know him not see his days?
That's right. So do they that know him, and who know him, man? It's starting with the elect. All right. Point blank, bottom line is start with the elect, the 144,000 chosen, because you got a lot of men out here that come on the highways and hedges, but all of them that don't make them a man of the Lord. All right, and that's the mysteries and the scariness of this Bible.
It's important. A lot of people don't even see that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip. There's layers of the veil.
That's right.
Of that veil.
That's right. Matter of fact, that's an excellent point right there. That's an excellent point. Because right now, that's why brothers right now, that's a heavy topic amongst Israel. Is the RFID microchip being the mark of the beast. But you got these other camps, they could agree on everything else, but they can't agree on what's the RFID microchip. They can agree on that Great Millstone is wrong for saying that the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast, but they can't come together and agree what it is all together, man. You know? So that's how you know them dudes in themselves, they going off. They off, period, man.
I got you. This is Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse 14. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at 13. It says, then said I, Lord God, behold, the prophets say unto them, ye shall not see the sword, neither shall ye have famine, but I will give you assured peace in this place.
That's right, there you go. That's like IUIC, man. You know, with that dude Nate. Because he basically saying, like, matter of fact, he got called out on that. With the whole Daniel 12 and 7, if I'm not mistaken. 12 and 1, Salah. With the time of Jacob's trouble. When it said it's going to be a time of trouble like there never was before it was a nation. You know? So they sitting there lying to the people, telling them, you know, matter of fact, it's going there. Hold up. But after that, read that one more time.
It says, verse 14, then the Lord said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name.
That's right. So yeah, you got dudes out here actually prophesying lies in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. All right? Case in point, you got these dudes, ISUPK, man. You know? But you do have, I ain't gonna say a lie, you have sincere brothers in all these camps. And the RFID microchip, that's the game changer right there, man. All right? That's when that's when you gonna know who is a man of the Lord and who is faking, man. And who is fraud, man. You know? But you can kind of see that in brothers now, the way they treat their brothers, man. You know? And this thing is about being brotherly to your brother, too. All right? You just can't come out here, cuss your brothers out, cuss out Israel, and don't have no compassion at all, man.
Good.
You know? And brothers tend to forget about that. And this thing is about balance, too, man. You know? A lot of brothers don't have balance, man. They just want to be one-sided. Oh, the Lord going to kill you. He going to kill your family and all that, man. But the Most High is about balance, man. All right? And that's a righteous balance, man. A just balance. All right? You can't have good without evil. You can't have evil without good, man. And that's the way Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua set it up and designed it, man. Go ahead, brother. You see yourself on that sign, bro? Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
It says, there's a little bit more. Neither spake unto me.
Where you at, bro? Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, so you beef it. You like this brother right here. But I mean, you can get that with him,
Yeah. Puerto Ricans. That's our bastard name. Puerto Ricans. Puertorriqueña. You know, the land was really called Rich Port. You know, when they conquered our people, they found all the gold, the precious jewels, all the fine women. So they took that, and that's why our people call themselves Spanish, because we were raped, robbed, and murdered by the Spaniards.
Not many people know their history, man. It's good to hear this.
Yeah. Y'all come from what? The Taino Indians.
Taínos.
You know? And matter of fact, now you said that, the port though, they got down there in Colombia. I was watching what's his name? About what's his name?
You heard him just say it that way, right? How long you ever heard another Puerto Rican say it that way?
Escobar?
That's the right way.
Something like that. Yeah, probably trying to find his riches, right? But he was on it's a port down there, it's called Port something. But they said it's like that Puerto something.
Oh, they say it's Puerto Rico.
Yeah, but it's in Colombia.
The continent?
No, it's down, it's something like that. I think that's it. Well, probably that's it right there, bro. So like that lets you know right there, that's just a port. And that land was rich. What was the resources down there, bro?
There was
there you go, bro. I go there. And that's what the Spaniards came over here, like Cristobal Colon. That's his real name. His real name ain't Cristobal Colon. It's Cristobal Colon. You know what I'm saying? He came before 1492, he was already over.
So you're teaching the whole world knowledge right now.
That's right, bro. Coming out the scriptures, bro. You know what I'm saying? We backing it all up with scriptures. Letting our people know who they are, man. You know? And the downfall of this wicked ass.
That's your forefathers.
Right, bro.
These names are the
True ancestry.
the 12 sons that was blessed by Moses. These
You
were
don't
left.
branch off in those tribes.
Which exactly. So in order for you to know where you're going, you gotta know
You know
where
where
you're
you came from, right?
You know what I mean? So if y'all want to take a brother's channel, whatever, you know what I mean, get edified and
Watchman from the dope.
yeah.
Either or, yeah.
What's your channel called?
Watchman from the dope.
Watchman, Philadelphia?
Yeah, all one word.
Yeah. Try to make something to eat, we'll definitely look you out.
I don't know, bro. It's on YouTube.
All right.
Unless you have something else.
That's it on that. But in spiritual, what he said, you know what he was saying, like,
Right.
you know, the whole world, he's telling the whole world.
That's right.
Scriptures and Psalms tell you
Matter
that.
of fact, Granddad and Ezekiel, the dry bones.
Yeah. See, yeah, go. I got you.
And that ain't just, hey, man, Israel's starting to wake up.
Yeah, that's
You know?
right. Shout these bones, live.
That's right, man. You see that? And yo, and matter of fact, I was talking to a brother, man, and they was like, yo, Yasharala Israel waking up on a low level too. Matter of fact, it was the brother Shah Allah, man. You know, the brother Shah Allah said that. Like, he was like, man, about a couple years back, you had some dudes like saying some weird shit. Now all of a sudden, the prophecies and everything is starting to manifest and show, you know? So now they like, damn, what's going on? And now you hear about the Israelites everywhere, you know? On all four corners of the earth. Because this doctrine has to be taught on all four corners, man. But you heard what he said, that was spiritual too, because he was like, damn. And he's like, y'all out here teaching the history. That real shit, not that bullshit. You know, because our people tired of being lied to. But yeah, go ahead, bro.
Before I get to dry bones, I'm going to back up what you just mentioned
Go ahead,
about
bro.
the word going on.
Right,
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 14. It says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness
right.
unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
And yo, and how is that going to happen, man? Because we physically not getting off this corner, walking around town to town, like back in the ancient world, that's what the prophets did, man. The apostles did, plus they wrote letters, you know? So our way of writing letters is what? Using that unicorn, man. You know, that YouTube. And that's how it gets out. I think it's in Psalms 96 about the internet. I think it's Psalm 96. But yeah, man, so that's how this gospel has to be spoken out to all four corners of the earth, man, before the end comes. Why? Because Yahweh Shah warns, you know, he warns the people before he comes, you know, and destroy it, man. You know? I believe it. The same way Esau got here.
Yeah, that's how the Lord stretches out his hands.
That's right, brother.
I don't know that one by word. Now I got a short thing. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 92 and verse 13. It says, those that be planted in the house of the Lord shall flourish in the courts of Yahweh. Yeah, so right now, basically we're planting seeds. When Yahushua was speaking about the parable of the sower, right now we're planting seeds, and that guy, you know, it's the Lord that does the increase. But the scriptures say what? It says those that be planted. It says those that be planted in the house of the Lord, which this is the house of the Lord.
Right.
You know, we're calling out, you know, church. You know what I mean? It says, those that be planted in the house of the Lord shall flourish, and we're flourishing in what? In wisdom.
That's right. That's right, brother.
It says, in the courts of Yahweh.
That's right. That's right.
Because, you know, in Ecclesiastes it tells you that the earth is the place of judgment.
That's right.
So when this word goes out, it's either you're being blessed or you're being condemned.
Yep. And you got a lot of dudes out here that get condemned. But I got that precept real quick to back up what the brother brought out about, you know, the gospel being taught on all four corners of the earth, you know. And before then the end shall come. And on top of that, not just that, with the gospel being taught on all four corners of the earth, the elect are going to be sealed, you know. And when the elect is sealed, that's a wrap, man. That's when all hell going to break loose, which we right at the door, man. All right. So this is the book of Psalms, chapter 19, verse 4. It says, their line is going out through all the earth, and their word is to the end of the world. And them has he set a tabernacle for the sun, man. All right. So the line is what? Our line, yo, that's these words. But if you really look at the internet as a whole, it's called the World Wide Web, man. Then you look at how they set it up on the earth when they want to do their video, what's that, like, diagram, so to speak. And it looks like a web, and it's all different type of lines. So the lines, yo, and then what they say back in the, not even the ancient time, they say now when you writing a letter, something, yo, drop me a line. You know, drop me a line. So these lines is what? These precepts, man. These precepts upon precepts. Going out into what? The internet, man. All right, I'm going to read that again. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 19, verse 4. It says their line is going out through all the earth. All right, so it didn't just say the world, it said the whole earth, man. All right, so now you got, you have different meaning. Well, now you got the meaning for world is what? Cosmos, a cosmos, which is an orderly arrangement, you know? So you have many different worlds in the earth, man. All right? That's why the scripture said that line has gone out throughout the whole earth, man. Because when you talk about the end of the world, people think about the earth, man. Getting words mixed up and messed up. But you have to look up words, right? So it says their line is going out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. And them had he set the tabernacle for the sun, man. All right, so in these words have he set the tabernacle for the sun, man. All right, that's something.
As you just mentioned, when you mentioned about the world, because in Ecclesiastes it tells you the world is not going to, a generation past.
That's right.
One generation past, but the earth will body forever.
That's right, brother. That's right.
But
That's
I got a
right.
swift one. Here's a real good one, actually. Here's the book of Psalms, chapter 22,
Bring it up.
verse 27. All the ends of the world shall remember and turn unto the Lord, and all the kindreds of the nations shall worship before thee.
Damn, yo, read that.
It says Psalms 22 and 27. All the ends of the world shall remember and turn unto the Lord.
That's right. So, hey, man, all the ends of the world. So, yo, once all this hell start breaking loose, these people gonna start looking for answers, man. They gonna call on different gods, but the God they really want to call on, especially Israel, is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. And we out here freely giving out the name, man. We ain't out here with no buckets and none of that, man. We coming out here to teach our people the law, statutes, and commandments, show them where they going off at, and tell them to repent, man. And tell them to turn back to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. But our people, what they want to do, they want to run around and do whatever they big and bad enough to do, man. Until what they say, you want to be too big for your britches, man. But at the end of the day, your ass going to get punished, man. And that's when you're going to want to call on the Most High. But it's going to be too late for you, And everybody going to want to worship him. Matter of fact, I believe that's in the 96th Psalm. Where it talks about that people will be willing to dare our power, man. Matter of fact, it's 96. There's some more on that, though.
It says, all the ends of the world.
I already know that's my pop be talking to me about this every night, yo.
Well, that's what's up, brother.
We the ones that's going to heaven.
Everybody
Everybody know what's going on.
That's right, brother.
That's real shit. Well, I gotta put you on my grand.
It starts with you.
Grand, brother. You
can
can take a picture.
I'm not talking about
Go
this.
ahead, brother. No problem.
Yo, cat, yo. My pop like, yo, every time I look to the crib, he's like, these motherfuckers think they know everything. Like, you think black people ain't supposed to be Muslims? We just keep preaching, bro. I promise you, non-stop, bro.
That's that. Yo, you gotta get that 38.
Right, bro.
But now, read what you got, brother. Read what you got.
I'm listening, no cap.
Alright, it says Psalms 22 and 27. It says, all the ends of the world shall remember and turn unto the Lord.
Right.
And all the kindreds, and the kindreds is something about the brothers that's actually pushing. You're gonna have believers as well, and some that, helpers of the prophets or whatnot.
Yeah.
But it says, and kindreds of the nations, meaning the brothers from each tribes of the nation of Israel. It says, and the nations shall worship before thee.
That's right.
That's what you're doing right now. You're witnessing this before your eyes. But remember, brother, I just want to say this. Knowing is half the battle.
Right, brother.
Be ye doers of the word and not hearers only. That's in James.
Right.
If you really believe, you really have that faith, eventually you got to start warning the people yourself,
Right. You gotta blow that trumpet, man. Matter of fact, read that last part again, brother.
It says, verse 27, it says, all the ends of the world shall remember and turn unto the Lord, and all the kindreds of the nations shall worship before thee.
That's right. So all the kings of the nation is going to worship you for thee. And that's talking about the Most High, and it's talking about us. But because it tells you in Revelations how he going to make them come to bow down at our feet and let them know that he loved us. Matter of fact, you grab that real quick. How about the shot? That's in Revelation, the third chapter, if I'm not mistaken. When it talks about the synagogue of sea and how they come to worship at our feet. Because right now that's unheard of.
Yeah.
Like, because they actually in rulership. So people like, man, who these niggas out here with these funny ass garments on, with a black Jesus and all that, and then laughing at us, mocking, scoffing. But they really not scoffing at us. They scoffing at him. You know what I'm saying? Because he said, like, we gonna all the afflictions that Yahweh Shah put, you're going to catch the same thing. He said they don't hate you, they hate the one that sent you. You know what I'm saying? The one that sent you to our side is Yahweh. And he sent us out to come out here and teach the people. You know? You got that, brother?
But they don't listen.
Word for word. Matter of fact, I got this one. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 110, verse 3. It says, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, and the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning thou hast the dew of thy youth, man. So basically, like, once all hell break loose, because you're going to have out of this right here, this 12 tribes, right? You're going to have 12,000 out of each tribe, man. All right, which is going to equal what, 144,000. So they're going to be men, only men that's on the earth, right? And they're going to get spiritual power, you know, in the time of Jacob's trouble. So you're going to have, that's the prophets that comes out here on the highways and hedges. You're going to have 1/3 to the women and children and friends of the prophets that believe. So they're going to get delivered up on the, as you say, the first coming, the first fruits, basically.
Right.
Because a lot of people is going to die, man. And that tells you in the scriptures. But that's why you got the pie chart that says it's birds. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to perish right here on earth, but not taking heed to this word. You know, which we come out here and teach them. You know, but you have all different knowledge. You have other groups. They'll teach that you're an Israelite, but then they'll hold back and they'll lie to you. So their blood is on their hands. That's right, brother. That's right.
They'll preach you. They make it sound good.
That's right.
It's not preaching out the book.
That's right. That's right. But you have actual Israelite youths that wear garments and they cover under 501c3 chart. You know what I'm saying? So they really don't give a fuck about you. They just like, oh, you an Israelite brother. Oh, we want your money. So you come into their congregation. You know, they got women and all that. And women cause confusion. You know?
And you can tell when they make videos, they'll have like a commercial before the videos start. You know how they got the commercials before the videos start? That means they're getting paid off. There's a lot of Israelites that wear items. You know what I mean? Them chains, be careful with that too, because the Lord said not to worship any idols. But I got you with something real quick. Romans 13 and 11, it says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Right.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
That's right. So you got brothers right now, they be like, yo, we know, they say be like, yo, I know something big's gonna happen. I believe that, but it's not gonna be in my time. You sit there and watch the news every day. You got over there with Donald Trump. It talks about the wars. Matter of fact, you got that about
the war and everything. That's
come, man. So it talks about the wars and rumors of wars, right? So you seeing all that. Every time you wake up, it's a different war going on. They got charters being put on all these different countries. These countries is getting tired of America, man. And also, matter of fact, we can grab Ezekiel too, the 38th chapter, where it talks about now Russia's talking about Gog and Magog. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but you got Gog and Magog. Gog is Russian. Magog was the USSR. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord is still against it. And they're being like the police of the world now, when America was. So you had America pull out of Syria, what's that? Syria. Right?
Yeah.
And then Russia pulled in there to take their place as the mediator. But you had, who was that? Turkey pulled up in there and started going at it. You know? So that's a rumor of a war that's going to set off that ultimate war, that World War III, which is in the scriptures, bro. You know? Which we can get that free, bro.
Yo, what are you guys actually preaching?
The Bible, bro. Salvation for our people.
I mean, I'm just saying it seems a little specific.
Salvation for our people. If you're not on that side, man,
I am. I'm right here.
You're an Indian.
I am.
Hold that. You're a Gadite. That's your heritage.
I mean, aren't all our heritages, we're all just Ethiopia.
Well, you're not from Ethiopia, see? That's how
It came up from the iceberg, Joss.
Who?
Native Americans.
You ain't come from Ethiopia.
Anyway, we talk about prophecies right now, man.
Alright, tell me a prophecy.
Because at the end of the day, we all split.
So if you a
We all
Gadite,
split,
if
we
you a
all come from the
Gadite,
same point.
we split up though, it doesn't matter.
Even then, look at the
I can get
Bible.
it
We
from-
all come from Adam. We all come from Adam and Eve.
okay,
We
you're
all
right.
come from the
All
same
right,
grace.
so grab real quick.
No, I just want to hear a
No, I
prophecy.
got you. No, I'm about to tell you something. But you said we all come from Adam and Eve, right?
I got
Which
you.
you're right. Grab
Do you want me to 32?
no, grab
on the prophet.
that's
No, we okay?
6. Second Ezra 6. Start at 54. Because you're right. You said we all come from Adam and Eve. But that still don't make us the same people.
Doesn't apocryptic not really count? Isn't that like non-canon?
No, man. Do you know what the word means? What does the word apocrypha mean?
Not 1,000%. Tell
Oh,
me.
it doesn't mean hidden books, man. They're hidden. All right, and this gospel is not for everybody. But you saying you one of those people right there, right? Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna take that. We gonna see who you really are. So started off roughly about 54.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 54 says, and after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures.
So he made Adam Lord of all the creatures. Everything on the face of the planet, he let Adam be the Lord of it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Of him come we all.
Of him come we all, man. Everybody comes from Adam, right? Go ahead.
It says, my bad.
You good, brother.
Of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
See that? So that's a separation right there. He said of him come we all, of Adam, of all man, we all come from Adam. He said, and the people who he has chosen. So that's letting you know it's more than one people.
This
right?
is
To specify.
Go ahead, read that one more time, man. Pay attention, bro.
It says, and after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
You heard that? He said all Adam, of all men come from Adam, and the ones that he chosen. Keep going now. Nah, keep going there. Yeah, kind of going. But I'm gonna prove to them that we're not all the same.
I see what you're doing.
No? And this ain't our words, that's the Bible, man.
So it says, verse 55, all this have I spoken before thee,
There you go.
O Lord, because thou madest the world for our
That's
sakes.
right. So who he make the world for? The whole world. He made it for the people on that sign. Those are his chosen, which we can prove that too. Go ahead, bro.
It said, verse 56, as for the other people,
Damn, the other people. Go ahead.
which also come of Adam,
That also come from Adam. Go ahead.
thou hast said that they are nothing but be like unto spittle.
That's right. So that's basically telling you that they ain't nothing, man. If you got a whole bucket full of water, basically that would be what you're trying to get to when you get it to. Anything that falls out that bucket, you're not going back trying to grab it up again. It's spittle. So that's what the Lord said. And watch this. Now this is how you know who he's talking about too.
Don't we all have a path back to the Lord, though? We're all children of God, aren't we?
Listen. What
If
did
you're
I
an
just
Israelite.
read? What did I just
Why
say?
are we allowed to exist then?
Wow. All right, keep going, bro. Keep going, bro. I got you.
You sure you want to go there?
Yeah, okay, man.
Yeah,
he asked
You
me.
can go any direction, man. I'm here right now.
You shall see, right? Alright. Anyway, it says verse 57. No. I'm going to continue at 56. It says, as for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing but be like unto spittle.
Right.
Excuse me. It says, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. Meaning like if a drop fall in the vessel, like you hold no weight. In other words. You know, it says verse 57, and now, O Lord, behold, these heathen which have ever before, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us.
Yeah, so who was talking about, man?
Who's ruling today? Who is the heathen that's ruling today?
Hey, we're talking about the same people today as them back then.
Nothing new under the sun.
That's right.
Who ruled us? Because we ain't never left captivity. We just went from one bondage to another. That's it. Now it's more of a psychological, type of bondage, spiritual.
I think it means people in power. People in
keep
power
going,
was
though.
taking
Okay.
rule over everyone.
Okay, so who's in power right now?
People we label as presidents is no different from consuls
Okay.
of Rome.
Yo,
Shit
grab
like
Joe.
that.
Grab Joe 9:24.
Yeah.
So check it out. So he said the people that's in power right now. So who is making all the laws in the earth right now?
Rich.
Okay,
Bulls
so
on
you
the
got
most.
so you got the Rothschilds, right? You got the Rothschilds.
Rothschild.
You got the Rockefellers and the Bilderbergs. People, the Queen Elizabeth, man. You know? Which those people are, they have a certain nationality who they are. And the Lord gave them that. The Lord gave them a time to choose. Matter of fact, read that real quick.
Here's the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. It says, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked.
There you go.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
So that's the Lord making a joke with you. He said, if not, where and who is it? But he said the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So right now, who's controlling the whole earth? It ain't them people in that sign. Who we just read about in our second Ezra, the 6th chapter, he said that's who he made the world for.
And when Esdras was asking these heathen,
That's right.
you know, if you
But
made
there's
the
plenty-
world for our sake, why didn't you?
There's plenty of South American governments with South American leaders. The rise in
no
and
doubt.
Venezuela, motherfuckers who are rich. Is not. It's like the motherfuckers who live down there. It's not them as people. It's the fuckers who have the most of wealth. Who want to like take advantage of everyone else.
That? All right, grab Genesis 25 and go to where it talks about which Esau's blessing. Esau's blessing.
People who just want to take advantage of other people at the end of the day.
Okay,
It's
well,
the
it
worst
says-
aspects of human nature.
But it says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So the wicked is a certain person, a certain group of people.
The wicked is the devil. Like if any of
Okay,
this, because
so what
we
does the
live,
word-
there is no real hell. This is hell.
Okay,
And
right.
we're all subservient
Okay,
to
but
this
who's in hell right now? Who's in heaven right now?
dead.
Who?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, because you're going over his head.
Yeah, no, but one thing.
Go here.
So you said there's the people who's ruling the government.
That's a
right?
different topic.
Who are their forefathers? Where did they originate?
We all originate
Because if we came from the line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who did the wicked come from?
came from them as well.
All right, we going to get the blessing. No, we going to talk about Esau because that's who's in control right now. And you tell me what people bless this for?
That's the wicked that's ruling.
That's right.
Right? Oh, Cain that was blessed with the sword.
That's right, bro.
See how he brought that out?
Bro,
And he
wicked
fled.
few and no man pursue. But nah, bring that out
He
just
still
for
gonna bring it
edification.
out. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. Just for edification.
Yo, I brought out Cain and he just did. That's
Right,
crazy.
right.
My pop, yo. Everything like this.
This is the book
That's
of
the devil.
Genesis.
So we're going to get on Esau for a little bit. Since he brought that out. Just for edification. That's right. Just for edification. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, and I'm going to start at 23. It says, And the Lord said unto her, Two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
That's right. That's right. So that's saying two manner of people said going to be separated from the bowels. So they always try to say, oh, well, they came out the same womb, they got the same father. But it's two different nations, you know? Which people try to twist that. That's what the devil will do. Try to twist up the words. Go ahead, bro.
It says, Two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Two manner of that's two different type of people, right? Go ahead.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other.
That's right.
Other people.
That's right.
One with the melon.
Yeah, but one's stronger than the other. You can go there too. But like, all right, you get a boxing match, right? Right? And you have a Negro, a piece of cracker, man. Who's gonna win that fight? Zach gonna fuck him up. You know what I'm saying? And that's just I'ma just put it like that right now just for face value. Because we can go deeper than that. But just right now for face value, you're gonna use black and white. Alright? But you'll see a black even with football. Be better in sports at everything that they better at. Even with going through hell, man. We stronger than them, man. See what I'm saying? Cause shit never fails, man. But you will have like us, we'll go through our life. We might lose our house and all that shit. And be like, man, fuck it. And rough it out, man. And grind it back till we get something else. Let her eat might want them crackers do something. They ready to kill themselves, man. They'll go down to Atlantic City and gamble all their money up. Yeah, they'll gamble all their money up. Matter of fact, they'll go to the sugar house, man. Gamble up all their money, the college kids tuition. You know what I mean? The mortgage, all that shit, their whole life. Come back home and kill their wife and kids and kill themselves. You know what I'm saying? Jake ain't doing that shit.
If I may add, because this is their kingdom.
Right, that's right.
So they flourishing here.
That's right.
They know, you know.
They're on top right now, but when it's time, it's over.
And it's
all
going,
that.
we
They're
going to get into that.
bow
Exactly.
down.
That's right, brother.
Some of them might make it in,
That's
not
right.
all of them.
No.
None of them will.
Unless they're Israelite.
Yeah.
If not,
We
then
can get there.
But some people
Esau
thought
not
I
gonna
was.
make it. Yeah, Esau, no.
Because even though I'm light skinned, some people thought I was. What? It's the spirit.
That's right, bro.
You know?
That's right.
The spirit bear witness. But anyway, it
Right, bro.
says, and the Lord, you know what? And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elders shall serve the younger.
That's right. That's a future prophecy right there too. When they say the elders shall serve the younger, so they gonna serve us. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment.
See, now a lot of brothers get that mixed up. When they say he came out red like a hairy garment all over, it was a special garment back there that was red, and it was hairy. But they look at Esau like, oh, he had all this hair on him. No, he was just red. He was the same color as that garment. So that's what they compared it to. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it said red all over like a hairy garment, meaning that his blood showed forth through his skin. You know, because like Edomite,
when they get close, like they turn.
that's right. So they blood showed. There is exactly because we got, like you said, the melanin. But you also have melanated people that's still not our people. They're of another, like the Hamites. This is the so-called Africans. You got the Arabians. You know, they're of another nation. You know, and we're spreading that. But yeah. So and then look at her, like she's not white, man. She got that pinkish tint to her. So that's that reddish tint. But they call themselves white people because white means what? It's in the Hebrew is tahar. You know, so that's why they want to call themselves white people. But they're actually red, so you got that word, bro.
It says, verse 20, let me see. Verse 25, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment.
But you see, they had to explain what Esau looked like back then. Because, watch, when it gets to Jacob, it don't explain it because he came out looking like everybody else. You know?
It says, and they called his name Esau.
Which in the Hebrew is Ashashua, which means wasted away his head. You know? Go ahead.
And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel.
Right.
And,
Nah, go ahead, bro. Stop.
and his name was called Jacob.
See that? So now that's Yaakov, man, in the Hebrew. But you see how they didn't even explain nothing how he looked. They said second came out his brother Jacob, and his hand was on Esau's heel. So that represents us pulling him right out of power. It's not going to be no split in between. You're going to have what? World War III. The heavenly angels and Yahweh shall come back and destroy this beast, and we going right in the bottom. You know, like these you got the what's that? The Moabites, the Chinese people. They think they got next. That's why they try to save all this gold and all that. Because gold and like resources and land, that's actually money. You know what I'm saying? But these people out here, like they don't understand it. They think it's like, yo, I got paper money and all that. I got cash like that. You know, but hey man, that's not real money. Because that shit is about to get clipped. You know? Go ahead, bro.
It says, and after that came his brother, and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel.
Right.
And his name was and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 old when he had bare them.
Jump to the where it talks about the blessing.
Verse 31. No, I'm gonna start at 30. It says, and Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom.
That's right. So Edom means red, and that power, that same red pottage, that was a stew, and the meat wasn't cooked completely. So now, if you look at these Edomites now, these crackers. When I used to work at this one job, we had all went out for dinner and shit, right? So we all ordered hamburgers. The one woman did, but the woman, the Edomite, she was like, oh, just give me mine, sizzle on one side, sizzle on the other side, and I eat it like that. That's not done. Jake, I mean like well done. Yeah. You gotta cook the blood out. You know, even some brothers might get medium well or whatever, but as long as the blood is cooked out of it. And she was eating it and all this blood is dripping down and she dipping her food in it. So that's how you know the characteristics of who these people are. You know what I'm saying? And it's right there in the scripture. But people tend to don't want to see that. You know, and like now, cause this truth is out here, bro. You know, so like you got no, one time this Edomite came past. I'm like, yo, that's Esau. He's like, matter of fact, I ain't even say Esau. He was like, I'm no Esau, and I'm like, damn, one of these college professors, man. So this truth is out here. So like, we busting their ass with this truth, so they know who they are, man. You know, but now they feel bad because they like, damn, all this been in the scriptures, we tried to blind them that long, man, but they can't do it. You know, so the Lord said, matter of fact, you got something, bro?
I got more on the how you sold his birthright.
Yeah, bring that out. But see, that Esau, that sloppy, I'm jumping around a little bit. But you know, that right there lets you know how they like their meat cooked and all that.
Yeah.
They eat that shit. It's telling you their characteristics of who they
That's
are.
in the book.
Yeah, kind. So there's no denying that, man. That's
Right.
written. Go ahead, brother.
It says, verse 30, verse 30. We just start at 30 again. But the point is at 33. It says that Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red cottage, for I am fed there. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die. And what profit shall this birthright be to me?
See that? So now, the oldest back in the ancient world was always supposed to get the blessing. So that's his birthright. So he ain't give a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, fuck that birthright, I'm about to die. So he didn't care about being a ruler, so to speak. You know, because if you're the firstborn of your father, you got you out of that style of rulership. You know what I'm saying? If he's a man of that stature. You know, so Esau was like, man, I don't care about that. I just want to eat now. So, hey, man, so that's what you got your kingdom now, too. But our kingdoms now, Esau, if he wouldn't have did it like that, he would be the one about to be getting the kingdom of the world without end. Because our kingdom's going to last forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, man. We ain't going to die no more. And it talks about in the scriptures, it says one grain of sand is going to be like 1,000 years in the kingdom. So you think about all the grain on the beach. You know what I'm saying? One grain of sand, and that's infinity. That's eternity. All the sand on the beach is infinity. And one grain is 1,000 years, man. Come on, bro. You can't even fathom that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And all the different galaxies, So why do you think they hate us so much? Because they know the elite actually know this, man. And they put that shit out there in movies and all that. And they like, man, fuck them niggas. Because they know they want you to believe, like, they can't get at Yahweh, man, or Yahweh Shah. So what they going to do? Get at his sons, which is us, you know? Go ahead, bro.
Just like also, if I think I may add,
Go ahead, brother.
just like when we was Egypt in Egypt in captivity, how who was it that said these people they keep repopulating? I forget who it was, but basically these people that, because you know when you're in captivity,
That's like
it helps you your stress level. You know, you make kids and that's why you're trying to make economies. You know, like you know the point is that you know we are talking about us. Verse 33, here's the point. It says that Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob.
That's right, man. So he sold his, he gave it up. He gave up everything that we're about to get, man. He gave up all that. For a fucking love, man.
I got another one real quick.
Right,
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Man.
For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing,
That's right.
He
We gotta
was-
go back to the blessing too.
he was rejected.
That's right. Ooh.
He was rejected.
Oh
But he
shit.
sold his
God.
birthright.
That's right. Yo,
What was
yeah,
it that he was rejected of? Everlasting life.
That's right.
The kingdom of heaven.
Right.
The word heaven just means foolish. This is their heaven. You know what I mean? That's why it says that's why when people say, you know how we in hell, it's a mind state. It's a state. You know what I mean? This is where people die, they get raped here, they get robbed.
That's not a curse
here.
word.
You know, so this is hell. If not, then what is it? You know, but
Alright, matter of fact.
because when Yahweh shall come back, tables is going to turn. You know, we're going to be in rulership, being able to have all these blessings, powers, and having, I mean, you name it, other planets, the whole earth. Everything's going to be in its natural state again. The fruits, no more culture, we're going to be in our, I mean, it's going to be beautiful. You know? And they gonna be under us. Like you know how that white dude named, why when he asked the question, so why are we here? So they could be our slaves. Just like how we're their slaves. If you don't work, you don't eat. So, but I'm gonna read it again. It says, Hebrews 13 and 16. And also, like the brother mentioned earlier about how he grabbed his heel, that's prophecy. Remember he said that? That means that we're gonna rule when Yahushua come back. So the Lord is raising us up now by us bringing out this word. That's how he's raising up that spiritual kingdom. But
yo, matter of fact, to that, bro.
Come. Alright.
Let's go get into the blessings of Esau.
Come. Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person, as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance.
That's right. So he ain't found no place. Well, repentance means you ask for forgiveness. You actually don't go do that shit. You know, so there ain't no repenting for Esau. Go ahead.
Says though he sought it carefully with tears.
Yeah, cut. So he sought it carefully with tears. So now, yo, grab Genesis 27 and start at 33. And this is after Jacob had got the blessing. See, Jacob was cunning. He tricked him, you know. And now he said he sought it carefully with tears, right? So this is what he did.
This is Genesis chapter 27, verse 33. It says that Isaac trembled very exceedingly and said, where is he that have taken venison?
Right? Basically what he did, he told Esau to go make him, because Isaac liked Esau's venison, which is deer meat. Because Esau was what? A cunning hunter. You know, a man of the field. Jacob was a plain man. He liked to chill in the crib like we do. You know? And what they call us mama's boys. Because the mother loved Jacob and Isaac loved Esau. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, he was like, yo, go make this dinner for me and I'm going to give you a blessing. Because this was at the time when Isaac was about to pass away. You know, so he had to give the blessings to his son so they were happy. Go ahead, bro.
And brought it me, and I have eaten of all before thou camest. I have blessed him.
So he had already gave Jacob the blessing of it. But if you read from Genesis, I ain't gonna put it right now. Genesis 27 all the way down to where we at, it'll tell you all that. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, and he shall be blessed. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry.
So now that's that right there. Lets you know what you just read. Yeah. He said he sought it carefully with tears. Now read that one more time about it.
It says, and when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceedingly bitter cry. That's a hell of a cry, man. It's like yeah, yeah, to
like
get on his
baby
knees.
crying. Yeah.
Like in the movie Don't Be a Menace when her son died.
Yeah.
She got on her knees like so it's like Esau, like
yo, cut. Go ahead, bro.
So it says, and said unto his father, bless me, even me also. You know why he was crying.
That's right, cut. So that's he saw that, like he said, with tears. Go ahead.
Oh my father, and he said, thy brother came with my bad, with subtlety, and have taken away thy blessing.
That's right.
Because Jacob also, his name was supplanter.
That's right.
So he was very crafty, but it was all through the spirit.
That's right.
You know?
Because he got it back too, though. You know, when he tried to get his wife. You know?
It was nice talking to y'all too, yo.
What up, brother?
I just learned a lot.
Hey, man, take the brother's channel, you know, he be out here.
You got Instagram or anything?
Nah, I'm on Instagram, but I'm on YouTube.
YouTube or I'm
Watchmen for the Devil, all one word. Subscribe. The brother got a channel too. You know?
Yeah, the vendor of truth.
Watchmen, be it.
Yeah, for the Devil, all one.
So So yeah, that just shows basically how.
That's a lot of information on this one, bro.
I just channel too, bro.
We're going to do some more edifying. But yeah, bro, so, and like I said, bro, it's a lot of edification. You know, we under the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, you know, under that umbrella. Like, that's the doctrine that we, we teach, you know.
Good. Yo, and it's crazy how the white man came up, bro.
Exactly.
And,
And now, but then he said that he was a part of the tribe
said
of
he
Gad.
was-
And guess what, though, bro? I'm from the tribe of Gad. What's up, bro? I'm from the tribe of Gad. And that, like, that's how Satan works. So I'm like, damn, why would he come
he pointed
right at that? And I say, and I looked at him when he first came up, looking like, but hey, man, he said he was a Gadite, so
He's like, I'm
you
free
got
going,
you
watch
got to
this.
take a man to his word for value.
Yeah.
Like the scriptures say, it don't matter what they look like because we scattered on all four corners of the earth.
Yeah.
So hey, man, you'll have an Israelite that look like that. And if you want to learn, I gotta teach you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like the Apostle Paul, he was sent to the Israelite farmers. Right? And
Right.
it talks about we like a speckled bird, a bird with a different spots all over. So that's different, like the way it looks and colors and all that. You know. So hey, man.
I got a swift one real
Go ahead,
quick.
brother.
This is 1 John chapter 4, verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of God, because many false prophets are gone out
That's right.
into the world.
So you gotta try that nigga by his spirit, man.
that's
And
all
yo,
I
and he came, he basically proved himself to be like an Edomite, man.
Yeah, he's like,
You know what I mean?
Nah, the white man came. He's like, nah, I'm here.
Yeah, exactly.
He
Yo.
said, this me. He said, nah, bro, that ain't
Yeah,
true,
he
bro.
proved himself. He proved himself. Benjamin. But he proved himself to be an Edomite. And he was trying to be slick.
Yeah.
And yo, matter of fact, the scriptures say, the wicked flee, but no man pursue. But the righteous stand bold as a lion. And he said, oh, it's cool. But you had questions to ask, but then you leave as soon as we start asking you questions. You don't know.
When I brought Cain,
Yeah,
when
as soon
I
as
said
you said
Cain,
Cain.
shoot.
And he was under pressure. He kept smoking the
I see he had all kinds of spirits on.
Right.
What's that, a feminist spirit? Like that clothes he had on.
It's how he was
But I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
like,
just
you know
let him
what?
listen.
I ain't even going, you know, because he really ain't had nothing to say, man.
You saw my boy live.
Nah, he was up here. But
y'all stay blessed, yo.
Oh, you too,
I appreciate
brother.
that.
Nah, I ain't seen him, bro. You quiet down at the crib. You got something, bro?
Yeah, this is 1 Samuel. That's the spirit of the Lord, because I ain't know this from my heart.
Yeah, come.
This 1 Samuel
He
chapter
out
16.
here, bro.
Pass by now.
Hey, man, it's out here, brother. Then I got my woman, she on my hip, talking crazy, you know. That's how I like all Texas. So you know that when the spirit is dealing, man, Satan always in the mix, you know.
Anyway, it says, 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 7. But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance, or on the height of his stature,
Hey.
because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth, for man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart.
That's right, yo, like King David, man.
That's
You know,
exactly
look how smart King David was. And then you had the mighty man, even the brother right here, man. People look at him like, yo, how that little nigga out here teaching this, like, you know what I'm saying? But the Lord ain't looking on that. He can have the faith of a fucking giant, man. Bigger than that goddamn tree. Just like Gabar said. You know, he's like, man, brothers might be behind this brother in the day when all hell breaks. You know?
Faithful to mustard seed, right?
That's right, brother.
basically.
So the Lord, he said he looked at the continent. Read that one more time about the
It's
sun.
spiritual, because you mentioned the tree. He said the faith of a mustard
That's
seed.
right, brother. See, you know, man.
Mustard
Brother,
seed
brother,
is
know, man.
the smallest seed.
Brother,
Yeah.
know.
So it says 1 Samuel 16 and 7. But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance, or on the height of his stature.
That's right, because when around this time, that's when they was born with Goliath, man. And Goliath was busting their ass, man.
Yeah.
All of them.
They take the ark and all that?
Nah, not then. Not at that time. But
Stand-
Goliath was
stand
busting their ass right there. Nah, this is that. But the Goliath was busting their ass, and they was sending out the mighty men. I'm talking about the biggest stature and all that. So when King David came out, and matter of fact, as small as King David was, you know, he put a lion to death with his bare hands. You know, because it came in and chased one of the sheep. So King David was like a sheep herder, basically. He was what you call that?
He was like a shepherd.
Yeah, kind of, that's right, a shepherd. That's the
King
kind.
David is one of the prophets who said close to the Most High.
Right, exactly. He was after the Most High's own gun, man.
Come and say he
You
did
know?
If I may add something real quick,
Go ahead,
it's
bro.
spiritual how he didn't even have to touch Goliath with his hands.
Oh,
He destroyed him with what? With a stone.
That's right.
Now who's the
This thing.
cornerstone that we bringing down the strongholds with? Oh,
The
house of David.
that's right, brother.
You know what I mean?
That's right, brother.
So it's all spiritual when you really look into it.
God.
You know, because the Lord could have had him, you know, do some ninja shit, slide under him and just chop his leg off. So he
That's
could,
right, yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's all spiritual.
That's
But
right, brother. Go ahead, brother.
and it says, but
And that right there lets you know that's how a man looks at you too. You know, they look at this dude. Hey, prime example, my job, man. This is a security dude and he big as hell. And I look at this nigga like, yo, man, just because you big, that don't mean shit. Matter of fact, why look at Goliath? You know, he got chopped down with a rock. You know, but that rock represents, like the brother said, Yahweh Shah, man. You know, he's the cornerstone, the chief cornerstone. You know, and that one rock took Goliath up, man.
on his head too.
That's right in the middle, bang, jacked him up.
So Yahweh shall over all the prophets.
Yeah, come. He's the first. That the reason why they call him the only begotten son, because he's the first spirit ever created. You know, that's right. That's the first spirit ever created before all of our spirits. Then our spirits was created.
He didn't promise all our sons over all the prophets.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro. Do that again.
So it says, or not on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth.
That's right.
For man looketh on the outward appearance,
That's right.
but the Lord looketh on the heart.
That's right. The heart is what's your mind, man. Your mind, man. Your mind. You know, and that's how the Lord looks at things, man. You gotta have it. Go ahead, bro.
No, because I just wanted to mention, because even Moses wasn't the best speaker. That's why he said,
speech impediment.
that's why he said Aaron, right?
He asked the Lord to take it away from him.
But that's why you can't look at, oh, this guy could speak so well, or this guy looks so the way he looks, or he got the biggest beard, or he's real eloquent. Because what did Aaron ended up going over?
That's right.
You know, though Moses did too, but it was all prophecy. You know, if thou can tell. But the point is that, you know, even though that he was his mouthpiece, just like how you got many false prophets as mouthpiece, you can't look at the outward appearance. You know, because that's carnal money. You're not being spiritual.
They say gain is not godliness, man. And to back up on that too, even just the continents, people look at what a man has, man. You know?
Yeah.
Like, oh, they got a big ass church, they gotta be doing the right thing. No, man. That them niggas is more wicked, man.
One of the churches with the paintings inside being worship.
Where you go?
That's what I'm at.
Yeah, this is my tribe right here, man. Big man. Saul's tribe of Benjamin. Saul messed up, though.
You wanna get on Esau's
I was just gonna say that. It's on prophecy. All right, I got you right now. This is the book. This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
Right.
Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it?
That's right, man. So right now, what we doing? We out here blowing that trumpet, man. Warning the people are the things that come to pass to this place, right? But you got what?
What's going to come to pass?
World War III. You got World War III. You got the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. And if you don't get that, that's going to, matter of fact, it's going to be a new currency. So you're going to have to pledge allegiance to the currency, which is the so-called white man system, or you going to pledge allegiance to Yahweh Babal, Yahweh Shah, you know, which he and then time and time again, matter of fact, brother, can, because you got the scripture that talks about how he takes care of the animals. You know what I'm talking about? He said the Lord, he said a bird doesn't sow nor reap. Nah, the bird don't sow or reap, but the Lord takes care of it.
Oh, I mean, that's more. But he had no place to lay. She didn't?
He said the Lord takes care of a bird.
How much more?
Matthew 6:26. Yeah, kind of 6:26.
Alright, this is the book of Matthew.
And now this right here lets you know now, this is how we supposed to be. But right now we under the system of the so-called white man. All this stuff that we paying for and all that, that's just supposed to be free. That's a given to us.
And water.
You know what I mean? But we paying for water, man. We pay like, yo, they even got it to the point some motherfuckers paying for air, man. And, that too. And yo, that you go to the hospital and be about to die because you fucked up your air supply.
Insurance?
You know what I'm saying? Yo, let me give you this oxygen tank, brother.
If I may add, it shows how much it,
Alright, bro.
Good.
it shows how wicked it is, because in the ancient times, when you know how people used to pick the fruits from the trees, but whatever was would fall on the ground, they would know, like, I don't touch that. That's for the poor. That's for the people that need.
And that's where you get your whole welfare system from. You know? That whole welfare system came from us. You know, because everybody ate, but Esau took it and did it on the left hand side and got wicked as hell with it. You know, but we all supposed to. All right, bring that out, brother. Because this is like, you know, the brother said, like, that's why I really didn't want the brother around too much longer, because I know he about. You know, that's the brother cousin. What you say, Sean? So I'm like, man, like, talking to him is pointless. And I got the Quran in my bag, so like, we could bring out a whole lot, man. And what they believe, they don't believe. They believe the last prophet was Muhammad, man. So like the elders and apostles say, man, like coming in the hood teaching, like you always gonna have a nigga come up with their philosophies and all that, but they don't stand on their own corner and teach that shit. But they rather come and try to up, what you say, fuck up yours, bitch. Yeah, man. They had niggas like that come up, oh yeah, man, cause we teach this. You're not worried about it. We already know what you teach. You don't even read your own book, man. And everything from your book comes out our book, man.
Yep. Everybody want to be a scholar.
That's right.
Read the Bible.
But you read tell them about the microchip they lost, man. They go left, you know?
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 6, verse 26.
Right.
Behold, the fowls of the air, but they sow not, neither do they reap.
That's right. So they work. They don't gotta wake up every day and go to a 9 to 5, bitch. You know? They don't reap or sow, man. You know why? Because everything is given to them. All right. The Lord, like a bird can fly around till he finds a worm, grab the worm, take it back to his crib, and feed his children. Or the woman feed the children, man. You know. And so if the Lord made that situation for them like that, how much more his people, man? How much more his top creation, the ones that he chose, man?
Good.
Go ahead, brother.
It says, behold, the fowls of the air, but they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns.
That's right.
Yet your heavenly Father feedeth them.
That's right. So the Lord feeds them, man. You know? And that's what brothers need to realize in the time of Jacob's trouble. You know? The Lord going to feed you. You know? He said his servants is going to eat. All right? And that's something faith. Yo, a bird got faith, man. They get up in the morning, tweet, and they go about their routine.
Early bird.
You know what I'm saying? Come, man. And they wake up early.
Yo, if I may add, just like Elijah, when he was in the wilderness, the Lord sent the raven, boom, feed my, and Elijah wasn't even, he thinking, damn, what I'm gonna do, I'm in the jungle, where I'm gonna go, boom. He sent them what I was a monarch, right? Okay?
Yo, angels food.
Or even Daniel when he was in the lion's den.
That's right, brother.
How the Lord sent Habakkuk.
That's right, brother. That's right.
And Habakkuk didn't even know where he never even been to where Daniel was
He
at.
didn't even know Daniel.
You know
what I'm saying? He was cooking a meal mouth is probably watering and shit. Y'all about to tear this shit up. And the angel like, nope, it's for Daniel, man. And yo, Daniel ate that in the presence of hungry lions, man. You know? In the presence of enemies, man. In the presence of danger, man. So how much more Jacob's trouble, man? You know? When it's all, that's why I tell you in the scriptures, what's written aforetime is for our learning and for our understanding, man. You know? Go ahead, brother.
It says, verse 20, it says, are ye not much better than they?
See that?
Which of you, by taking thought, can add 1 cubit unto his stature?
Damn. That's no good.
And why take ye thought for raiment?
God.
But in other words, how are you going to help yourself by word?
That's right.
Because
That's
if
right.
you worry, you lack your faith.
That's right, brother. Just like when what happened when the disciples was in the boat and Yahweh Shah was in there rock and the boat turning to and fro, going crazy and all that, man. You know? They went there, it got so crazy that they went to go wake up Yahweh Shah, man. And he was like, yeah, what's up with y'all, man? Y'all see all these miracles I'm performing and doing for y'all's sake, man, because y'all gonna get these same powers. But you doubting because of a storm, man? You know? And the Lord, man, he takes care of his men, man.
When you come to storm, you said, what type of man is he?
That's right, bro.
Even the winds are low.
That's right, no cut. But we gonna get those same powers, man, in the time of Jacob's trouble. And that's why I wanted to bring this out, because we be bringing out prophecy, man. We get into prophecy of the up and coming calamities that's coming to this place, man. You know? And what's going to keep you grounded in those times? But the word, man. You know? Knowing that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, Bashim Akab, and God's got your back, man. Alright? But you got dudes that just come out here, fake it, because it's like, oh man, this is just something to do on Saturday. Another Saturday I gotta do it, I'm gonna get destroyed. But the Most High sees your heart, man. He knows what you're thinking, man. You know? So he could just easily come and smoke your ass now. But he's saving you. For what? The day of destruction, man. You know? Or for whatever he got planned out and mapped out for you. Alright?
Those are the same dudes during the time of Egypt.
That's right,
when they lost patience, they
That's
started
right.
looking back like, yo, we dying out here. We would have been better off eating in Egypt with Pharaoh.
See that? On top of the Lord gave them manna too, man.
And seeing all those miracles.
That's right. How about that?
That's why the Lord said, blessed is he that have not seen.
That's right, brother.
Because
But
we
believe.
see, but spiritual.
That's right, brother. That's right. That's right.
I got something. This is Job. I'm going to start at. Job chapter 5 and verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7, there shall no evil touch thee.
See that? Read that one more time, Babal Shah.
Job 5 and 19. Excuse me. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee.
Right.
In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of the destruction when it cometh.
Salak, read that one more time, Babal Shah.
Verse 27. Verse 20.
Start from the top, man.
Alright. Job chapter 5 and verse 19.
Right.
He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles.
That's right. So he going to deliver you in 6 troubles. But 6 represents what? The number of men. All right? So 7 you get into what? Completion. All right? So you're going to be complete. Your journey going to be complete. Go ahead, bro.
It says, yeah, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee.
So shall no evil touch you. The same way like we just brought out in Matthew 26, you know, that that the Lord takes care of the birds and all that, the fowls of the air. He going to take care of you in Jacob's trouble. Only the elect, man. You know, and you're going to have the 1/3. The 1/3 is going to get delivered to what? The elect. Through the elect's faith. You know? Because if you got brothers out here that's part of the elect and they got cold demons out here, man. They children are added on too. You know? But through those men's faith, that's going to get them delivered up out of here, man. Because what you do first, you please Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua first and foremost. And everything after that will fall in the line, man. That's right. That's right. And if you please Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, then everything else could you're going to be able to live amongst men peaceably, man. You know? Even your, matter of fact, it says even your enemies will be at peace with you. You know? Go ahead, bro.
If I may add too, real quick, when it says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yeah. In 7 there shall no evil touch thee.
Come.
You can also link that up to the 7th trumpet.
Come, that's right, bro.
You know, when the end time comes.
That's right.
Because we're basically in the midst of the 6, going into the last.
That's right. We about to go into that last
Walk of the beast, it's already said.
That's right, bro. That's right.
But it says, in shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee.
That's right. In famine he shall redeem you, man. You know? That goes back to what? His servants shall eat, man. You know? His servants going to eat in that time. While everybody else out here, and it tells you in 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. You know? How many on the earth going to die of famine. If they don't die of famine, they're going to die of the sword, man. But throughout all that, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua going to take care of what? His men. The same way he take care of these animals right there in front of you. The birds, the fowls of the air, man. You know? That's what I'm going to use. And you see that every single day. That's something that's right in front of your face every single day that the Lord takes care of. And people don't even take one thought to that, man.
That's right.
You know? Not one thought to that. You don't see no birds out here bitching, getting gray hairs, stressed the fuck out because they don't got nowhere to live, man. But the Most High takes care of them, man. You know? Where's the faith that in Israel? And the only faith that's in Israel is going to start with that elect. Those 144,000 men, man.
Good.
Go ahead,
I want to get something real quick
go ahead.
to link up with that. This is the book of John, chapter 4, verse 48. Now also, just like in Egypt, when we had put the blood on the doorpost,
That's right, bro.
how the angels
That's right.
came to destroy that place.
That's right.
But he knew, that's the men of the Lord, I ain't gonna touch him.
That's right, gun. Yup, that's where you get your Passover from.
Yup.
Because the death angel, which was Yahweh Shah, passed over them doors. And what? Hey, they had faith then. They had faith enough sense to put that blood on the post. Because if they didn't, they knew their ass was going to get smoked, man.
The angel can't
You
believe
know?
on them. That fear.
But nowadays, niggas won't even do that. You come and tell a brother, and you know for a fact, like, yo, bro, this place about to get jacked up. And we telling you now. This place is done. So we giving you that spiritual blood to put around your head, man. You know? This is spiritual blood right now, man. To mark your doorpost with. So that you will be exempt. What's that word in the wild, man? The wild, man. Which means exempt from judgment.
Good.
And the only people that's going to be exempt is who? The elect.
That's right.
You know?
They're the stiff-necked people.
That's right, brother.
Hard-headed, slow-cut. This is John. I'm gonna jump back to that. This is the book of John, chapter 4, verse 48. Then said Yahushua unto him, except ye see signs and wonders, ye will not believe.
That's right. Damn. And that's for a hard-headed ass nigga, man. Except for you see signs and wonders, you will not believe, man. The Most High, he don't even gotta show you none of that shit. He could do whatever he want. He could be like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna destroy this motherfucker. Fuck them all.
The chick say, oh, I ain't gonna believe it till I see
That's
it.
right, yup.
It's gonna be too late.
Yup, that's right. Matter of fact, going back to what? Psalms 110, I believe, and 3. What talks about that people will be willing in the day of our power, man.
Whoa.
You know?
Like
Because right now they don't believe nothing that we saying right now. But yo, if we be a part of that number, Lord's willing, you know what I'm saying? They start seeing men floating, flying, shooting lasers out their eyes, healing the sick, putting hands on them and all that, then they're gonna be like, oh shit, that he is a man of the Lord. What he said was the truth.
That's right.
He believed in that book. But these niggas don't believe that, man.
Father Bashar, I got mad precepts that I want to get. I was just going to ask if you can get wisdom of Solomon, Father 1, while I bring this out. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 37. It says, for as the, no. 24 verse, verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
That's right.
For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
That's right, man. And that's what these niggas doing right now.
It's too late.
Yup. They doing it right now, man.
That's the
Still
spiritual ark.
that's right, cut. They getting married. You know, man, you got niggas that's so caught in the truth getting married, man. Going out there getting a ring on their finger and shit. You know? Knowing goddamn well that's not even what you're supposed to be on right now. Knowing the time that you're living in. Even back in the, back in the, and I'll say like the 50s and all that, I still wouldn't have did that shit, man. You know? But our people was blinded, man. Until what, about 1970? When Bob Bivens and them came on the scene and all that. Bob Bivens came on the scene and started turning the heart of the people. The heart of the people back to who? Yahweh Shah, man.
Oh, the body of dry bones.
That's right. See the Zeke that was that. Yeah, cuz.
Ezekiel 37.
That's right, brother. Because now we ain't even bring that up. Yeah, cuz. I got it.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
This is, you said problem 1, right? This is the book of the wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face such as hath afflicted him and made no account of his labors. All right? And that's what we doing now, man. Okay? We standing boldly in the face of what? The ones that afflicted us. And who's the one that afflicted us? Esau. All right? The so-called white man, the Edomites, the one that's in power of this society right now, the one that controls everything that you see around you. It talks about, that didn't give no account of his labors. What's that? They talk about the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are lazy people, man, when they built up this whole country. So that's not giving you no account of his labor, man.
Yep, as a matter of fact, I got a precept on that in the book of Lamentations.
That's right, brother.
It tells you
but that's not giving them no account of his labor. Saying, oh, they don't do nothing, they just sit around.
This is Lamentations 5 and 5. No, I'm going to start at, I'm going to start at 5. Verse 1. Lamentations 5 and 1. Yeah. Remember, O Lord, what has come upon us. Consider and behold our reproach. Right. Our inheritance is turned to strangers, our houses to aliens.
That's right.
We are orphans and fatherless.
That's right, damn.
Our mothers are as widows. We are drunk in our water for money. Our wood is sold unto us.
That's right, point. Damn.
Our necks are under persecution. We labor and have no rest.
That's right, yo. So what the scripture tell you? It says, that's right. It tells you that rise up, you're not at rest, man. This is not your rest right here. This ain't your rest, so we not at rest. What you gotta do, man? Every morning you gotta get up, go to work, bust your ass. Then you working in a freaking job where you, like, say if you work in a market or something, and you a regular employee, you a cashier or a stock boy, or you might even be the head of a department, man. You can't even afford to buy certain things in that market, because that'll be your whole paycheck, and you still gotta pay rent, if you have kids, you gotta take care of your kids. You got a car note, you gotta do all that, man. But you got the executives and the people that own those buildings, they can afford that stuff, man. Then you busting your ass and all that, man, and you're tired constantly. They got people working 6 days a week in these markets, man. You can't even get no sick time off because you scared you're gonna lose your job. Oh, I better not get sick, Lord. I better not get sick because I gotta go to work. That's oppression for one. Read that last part again, Babal for me.
Sorry, you want to go back to because I'm still holding the
Joel. Read what you just read, the last part of that, then go back to Joel.
God. Now this is Gone. Yeah, verse 2 hits home.
God, hell yeah.
This is Salakia, the book of Lamentations, chapter 5, and verse. Damn, wait. Yeah, that shows me in captivity.
That's right, bro.
Lamentation, bro. Jeremiah, right? That's another thing. You mad young, forgetting certain
Hey,
things.
man. That's the diet and the stuff that we eat and breathing in, man. You know?
First off from the top.
Right, bro. What else you got?
But the whole thing is from 1 to 5.
Right, something tough.
Lamentation chapter 5 verse 1. Remember, O Lord, what has come upon us. Consider and behold our reproach.
Right.
Our inheritance is turned to strangers.
That's right. So our inheritance is what, man? This whole earth. And on top of that, our precious metals, man. Our stones, everything, even our heritage, man. Who we are as a people, that's on that side. And they only give you what, Judah? So they call themselves Jews, but they forget about the rest of the 11 tribes.
Right.
You know? They call themselves Jewish people, which the word Jew comes from the word Judah. All right? In the Hebrew, it's Yahweh. So that's a derogatory term if you're an Israelite. You call somebody a Jew, that's derogatory, man. You know? Go ahead, bro.
It says, our inheritance is turned to strangers. Our houses to aliens.
That's right, our houses, you got the house of what? Israel, man. Turn to anguish, man. That's anger, man. Everything is fucked up, man. You know? You're constantly fighting with your brothers, your woman, your children. Everything's all jacked up. Everything's upside down for us right now. It's nothing, it's like we're peaceful people, man. And that's the way we conduct ourselves. We live peaceful. You know, like the scriptures tell you. If it be all possible, you're supposed to live peaceable among all men, man. You know? But some people make it hard to live peaceable among them. But you have to have patience and what? Wait for Yahweh Hashem outside, man. You know? Because what he said, vengeance is his. So we ain't coming out here on no Black Panther movement, man. That's dead, man. Why? Because they trusted in Esau's weapon, his blessing, which was the gun. And guess what? The Black Panthers got shut down, man. Because it wasn't of the Most High, man. You know? It was of a man. A man thought that shit. You know? Martin Luther King, his whole shit got shut down, man. Why? Because it wasn't of the Most High. And that's why he got destroyed, man.
Who are the ones that call the aliens? Because we know in the ancient, you know, the Mexicans, the aliens, that's the whole immigrants.
That's right,
which this was their land from the jump.
That's right.
And in ancient times, I forget how you say it in Hebrew, but alien just means a man that's from another land.
That's right, bro.
Right? Like if I don't know you coming over here in my land, you like, who is this stranger?
Yo, matter of fact, that's what it means street. Yo, that's what they say in South Philly. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my way to be like, yo, man, you got all these aliens around. Now that's a dude that ain't grew up in the people.
And they consider that from an unknown land. Unknown. They say aliens are aliens.
And that, yo, that's how you know, man. That's the spirit, bro.
Shout out to the brothers on the comment board too. You know, you're showing love. But anyway, it says, we see brothers got some deep sets. It says, Lamentation chapter 5 verse 2. I'm gonna start at verse 3. We are orphans and fatherless.
Right.
Our mothers are as widows.
Dang. So it said we're orphans, like we don't have no father. Why? Because we turned our back on our father. So it's like we don't never have no father. What they call on God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, you know, Jehovah, all those different names, man. They don't have the actual, the true name of the Father and Son. Which we got that from who? Starting with Abba Bivens, man, on down to the Apostle that was a great minister. You know? And that's where we got the name from. So it's like if you don't know your father's name or you can't call on him, you're a bastard. You know? You're an orphan. Right? Then you being an orphan because every time it starts to I'll be glad when this winter over. And it's coming, man. You know? It's only been so much longer than going to come.
Don't even let that throw you off course.
Yeah,
But also it's spiritual because they have a seal, like Romans chapter 1, they have a seal but not according to knowledge. So they're looking for that resting place, which the Lord said, this is our strong town. So they're trying to look for an adoption house, which is these whorehouses. Which that's why the elect is being adopted back. You know? Like Malachi tells you, you know, we'll be brought back like a father. That's the spiritual, that's the like the prodigal son. You play the prodigal son, but the Lord is bringing us back.
That represented Israel.
Exactly.
Our people, man.
Exactly.
How we ran off and came back, man. You know?
Yep. That's it. They're going to die with their father Esau.
That's right.
So John said, you are your father.
The devil.
The devil. That's heavy. Because it's spiritual.
That's right. Yup.
But it says, we are orphans and fatherless. Our mothers are as widows.
Right.
We have drunken our water for money. Our wood is sold unto us.
That's right. So everything that belongs to us is sold back to us, man. You know? The niggas you gotta go buy jewelry and all that. When the Lord gave that stuff to you freely, man. When it said he put earrings in our ears, man. All the precious metals and stone belong to Israel, man. You know? This whole earth belongs to us, man. That's why what Yahweh Shah said when he was getting tempted by the devil.
Satan trying to eat the earth.
And if you go into that word in that particular text, it talks about a man. It tells you it was a man that was in power back then, man. You know, when he ran to the wilderness, man. You know? So that's talking about he wasn't on no fucking how the Christian church said. You know, he was being tempted of the men that was there at that time. You know, that was in power. Yeah, kind of. So when he was getting tempted, he told them, man, this stuff already belongs to me. They looked at him like he was crazy. Like, yo, who this nigga right here said, what? This belong to you. That's I checked. This was my shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I woke up this morning, I got all the armies and this. I'm controlling this, I got that. You know? But Yahweh Shah had that, he had that spiritual power and that spiritualness with him that he already knew the future, man. You know? Which is written right there. That's what we come out here and teach, man. You know? So when we tell you like, man, this world already belongs to us, man. Not this society, the whole earth was made for our sake. You know? The Garden of Eden, so to speak, man. You know? The whole earth was the Garden of Eden, man.
I mean, how can you be a royal people and not having anything royalty up? You know, like land, jewels, animals.
That's right.
You can't just say, yeah, I'm royal, and just crawl out of a rock.
Right, like Esau.
Like Esau. You know?
He literally brought out a fucking rock, man. The Caucasus Mountains, man. Mount Seir, man. That's the land. What's that? Petro?
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, Mount Seir, out in Russia.
Yup.
Besides, there's the last verse. Our necks are under persecution. We labor and have no rest.
That's right. Labor and have no rest, man. I'm going to go back to this.
I'll be Lord destroyed. Working, the back start hurting, your joints start hurting, working on this. Yo, it's wicked to even have this concrete. But there's something called land Sabbath. So this concrete, it messes up your joints. Because we're natural people like Avatar. You know what I mean? We're supposed to be so yeah, man, you know, I don't think it's backwards like the brother said.
And that's the vibrations throughout your body that fuck up the joints.
That's why
even working in these regular office buildings, you might have carpet and all, you sitting down, but for the most part, you walking on concrete all day, and that shit in shock waves through your body, which breaks your body down, man. That's why you get old ass men, arthritis. On top of the foods that you eating, man. The GMO food, the chemtrails you breathing in, man. And you saying you talk about this man's not wicked, man? You know? Come on, man. But going back to the wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse, I'm going to start at verse 2.
Good.
It says, matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 1 again. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they had looked for. So when it says right now, I'm gonna read that again. It says when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. So what that means is when the men of the Lord start coming out here, they started seeing this. Like this goes back to we're gonna go back to Abba business. So when he started coming out, you know, down he woke up a few men, and those few men came, and those men woke up what? So you had the apostles, the elders, the great millstone men, you know. And now you saw throughout the 80s, you know, brothers start waking up, you know. Then you see throughout the 90s, brothers start waking up. They had Israelites on Montel and all that. But they tried to incorporate it in what? A hate group and all that. They tried to have us on there with the KKK. But you don't never hear them say nothing about the KKK. Now everything is about the Israelites. Yo, the black Hebrew Israelites. First of all, we not black, man. My clothes are black. I don't look nothing like that. We're different shades of brown, man. You know? So they always try to put a color on it, you know, and try to downplay it, so they in fear. Because I remember Apostle Tahar said when he said when they was out there teaching and they had this sign right here, you know, and he said a black limo pulled up. He said a white dude hopped out the back seat, got out and was like, yo, how did y'all get that information? Where did y'all get that information from? We spent millions of dollars for y'all not to know that, man. So that's how you know it's the truth, man.
They're trying to fly them out.
That's right, bro. You know, so when they saw brothers come out, now that started their fear right there. Going to the elites. They see that sign jump out like that. And I remember when I was up in Newark with the brothers up there, and the old head came out there. The older man, like he said his mother was, he knew of his mother. Well, our ancestors were slaves anyway, but he could tell you specific things that happened at his mother too. You know what I'm saying? About slavery. And he looked at that sign and he was like, damn. Then we had all the other signs out too. So he was looking at the slavery signs, the way the Esau did us and all that. The so-called white man did us. He was like, yo, y'all, he said, you see y'all brothers? He's like, y'all got that out there? He was like, back in my time, he's like, we wasn't even allowed to speak about that. He said, because if we spoke about that, he was like, we would have got killed for talking about that. You know? So that's how you know it's the truth. And they scared for us to wake up. Why? Because they know what's going to happen when the men wake up. You know? That means their kingdom is coming to an end. So it says when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of their salvation. And what's the strangeness of our salvation? Getting beamed up on a chariot, man. Where they get their whole that Star Wars shit. No, Star Trek, man. You know, when they be like, yo, beam me up, Scotty. And then the beam come down, and they go back up in the ship, man. That's right. Yeah, come on, bro. Yeah. That's right, bro.
Back then, that technology wasn't. There was no technology like that.
That's right, bro.
After a while, so there was something called chariots that they sat on with the horses.
Okay.
But they were saying swing low, swing chariot.
That's right, brother.
So it's like, how is a chariot gonna come and swing low from the sun?
That's right, bro.
You know,
Say, coming forth to carry me home.
And they know there, so there you go.
Now, where's home at? Home is Israel. I mean, Jerusalem, man. That's where we're from, man. Jerusalem, the Israelites, all right? Not those people that occupy the land now, because if they was the real Jews, the whole world would be at peace right now. It wouldn't be all these wars and all that.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
It says it made no account of Salaki. It says strangeness of his salvation so far beyond all that they had looked for. Salaki, all that they looked for. Verse 3 says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision,
Right.
and a proverb of a reproach. So they're going to be like, yo, how the hell is this nigga on a chair getting beamed up? know what I'm saying?
The dudes on the corner.
Yeah, I thought they wasn't nothing. Them niggas ain't shit. Yo, we had them believing he was a Puerto Rican, he was an African American, or he was an Indian. We had them believing that. Yo, how the hell he wake up?
Right,
Who taught him these scriptures? You know?
Yeah.
And it comes from Yahweh Shem Yahshua. So that's what? Prophecy, man. You know? And that's a future prophecy that's gonna happen when we get beamed up, man. All right? Lord's willing, we be part of that number. You know, because right now they got us in what? Division. Our people don't know who they are, man.
That's
You
right.
go talk to these people right here and be like, yo, you know y'all Israelites, man? They're going to look at you like you crazy, man. They're going to be like, man, I'm Muslim.
Yeah.
I'm black. I'm African American. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, when you're
Yeah,
telling them
when
the
they
truth. That's right, brother.
I got a question for you.
All right, man.
You know Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
He has that album, Damn. What is it? I really I like Kendrick Lamar. I think Pimp Butterfly is a great album. But Damn, I'm confused about. He says I'm an Israelite, completely black and everything.
See that? That's
But-
right. See?
I
Come
mean,
on,
I
man.
heard that and I think about it, but I don't. If you have
So
something to say
basically,
about
Kendrick
it.
Lamar. That's crazy, man. You know what, y'all princesses, man. Y'all supposed to treat yourself better than that, man. Y'all supposed to act. Y'all examples for the other women how they supposed to conduct themselves. Seriously, y'all are. Y'all examples, man. You know, and our women don't even understand that. Why? Because they've been turned to what? To whores, man. And that come from who? Esau. They turned our women to whores. So they got to get destroyed for that shit. You know?
If I may, with Kendrick
Yeah,
Lamar,
Yeah.
even though he brought out that he's an Israelite, he had pictures of him up, like us, because you got to get it from somewhere. But he's getting his glory from the so-called white man.
Right, you already
Because
showed
when he won, like even Elder Tahar said, when he won the awards and everything, who he gave glory to? Not God. You know? He already got his consolation basically. He signed his soul.
Right, exactly. I don't mean to cut you off. No, but that's what I mean. So, like, how can you listen to that album and hear him say that and then
But
take it
see,
serious?
it's like this.
Like, isn't he trying to bastardize it?
Damn, no, he's not.
He's not?
He's not. He's
But-
saying who he is because he learned.
Okay.
So that's the Lord working through him. So you never know. The Lord works through anybody.
Okay.
He can use you. Just from him saying, yo, I'm an Israelite, don't call me black no more.
Right.
Now one of his fans might be like, oh shit, what he say? Israelite, let me go look into that. You know what I'm saying? Now they find this shit.
Just
Now,
like him.
yeah, he came up here a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? But so you get you would have somebody really go research it and through that person could wake up. You know? Not saying that Kendrick Lamar is a man of the word, which I don't believe that.
Right, okay.
You know, because he already, hey man, it's saying, woe to him that are rich. He's already rich. He already got his, like the brother said, he already got his positive. You know what I'm saying? So after that, like, what else more is for? But destruction. Plus, you gotta sell out. You gotta get on that type of level, whatever. In Hollywood, you gotta compromise your roles. You gotta lose your integrity. You know what I'm saying? To get that money, to get that status. You know?
After that whole award ceremony, he don't even bring that out no more.
Yeah,
After that whole thing. After him saying that and winning the award, he don't bring out that Israel.
Yeah, y'all see that? But hey, man, it's everything is for an appointed time, man. You know, and the Lord, like I said, could have used him. You know, and he did that on Power too.
Oh yeah.
There was a little skit where he said something about, yo, he from, and he was like, yo, we brothers, man. And then, but see, and that's another way that the so-called white man is up to, because he can't hide it from him. So what he'll do, he'll use it and try to flip it. They'll use it, try to flip it. Yup. They'll use it, flip it, try to make it look bad so it looks bad on us and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just the same way, hey man, they gonna come and start saying that we out here bombing people and shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Yo, they're terrorists. Matter of fact, right now, as we speak, the Israelites, man, they said we're more dangerous than Al Qaeda.
Yeah, I seen it.
Yo, it's
They got something called the
it's
Rex
said,
84.
yeah, but it said we're more dangerous than Al Qaeda. I don't own no weapons, man.
Yeah, you're
You know what I
peaceful.
mean? I got a fucking kid. I got kids, man. I work a normal job. I'm a boring man.
We just dwell in text.
That's
man.
right, bro. We boring dudes, man. Only thing we do is teach the Bible. The way it should be taught. You know, and we not sugarcoating nothing. But once you know the truth, when you know the truth, that means you become what? A threat. You know what I'm saying? And when you a threat, what they want to do? Yo, take that nigga out.
Kendrick ain't no threat. Because once you know that you're Israelite and now you know better.
That's right.
But what do you do when you know?
But they shut his ass down, so.
What do you do when you know?
There's a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
Not that. Matter of fact, this is verse 4. It says, we fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor, man. That's right. Yo, damn.
They mocked him.
Damn.
They
Yo,
put
go ahead,
a garment on him.
Cut.
And they said, oh, hell, king, mocking him.
That's right.
You know, but spiritually, thou saidest, they say he was a king.
That's right.
Because he is a king.
That's right.
He's the king of kings.
That's right, bro.
You know, so he had to go through that prophetic time to shed his blood, so that way we could come out here today, you know, with the spiritual covenant and be able to bring out the word of the Lord. Because he unsealed the 7 seals.
That's right, God.
You know, so he had to do that.
That's right.
You know, so that way now we can see through the spirit. I'm like, all right, we see the prophecies coming. We see who we are as a people. We see what we're supposed to do, the holy days, rehearsing. You know?
And they say we rehearsing righteous acts.
Yeah,
you know? And in the land where we've been made captive. That's right. You know? So that's another prophecy. And that prophecy has been fulfilled from us being standing right here. Right in front of you, man. You know, but they're like, yo, you ask the average, I'm gonna say white people, if they think that we're men of the Lord, they like, oh, fuck that nigga. I remember when he used to smoke the most weed. I said, he ain't nothing but a drunk. That's the same thing they did with the Lord. And what? Then now, when he passed away, when he went to sleep on that cross, because he ain't died, he went to sleep on that cross, he gave up the ghost that conquered death. So when he gave up the ghost, and the whole earth rock was shook, they was like, oh shit. Yo, he was who he said he was. I'm gonna read that again at the end. It says, we fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. Verse 5. How is he numbered among the children of God, and his lot is among the saints, man? You know? And that's how they looking at it, man. Like, how is them niggas right there children of God, man? Them same niggas that had their pants sagging. But why people do that, man? It was brought on them, man. You know, through slavery. What they did, they raped the boys. You know what I'm saying? Made them walk around with their pants hanging up their ass. So the other gay slave master know that man was broken into. You know what I'm saying? So now our people walk around with their pants hanging up their ass and don't even know why. You know? You know? And what they tell you, oh, it came from jail. No, it's before jail, man. You know? And the cops and everybody, and yo, and the elites, they make jokes of that shit like, yo, you get movies, don't be a menace drinking your juice in South Central and all that bullshit. When the boy had his pants way down here and his shirt all long. They make a mockery out of him, man.
Even that shit, when the Gucci, I put out the Gucci muzzles, where that came from,
That's
man?
right, brother. Hey.
They put muzzles on us during the time of the transatlantic slave trade.
That's right, brother.
We had muzzles. We had, where do you think the CIA got all these type of torture tactics? You know what I mean? We don't get them to talk. Guys just keep it, you know, to force us to eat. You know, so that way we could keep being their slaves. Look at the movie Nat Turner, 12 Years a Slave. The Django, which that nigga Jamie Foxx is wicked as all hell anyway. You know, dressing up as a woman. But the point still stands. You know what I mean? And I was gonna say, like you mentioned, how our people, the customs that they learn, the traditions of this world, this is why. Because they're not being guided by the scriptures, man. That's why in the book of Kings and the book of Judges, our people kept going, Lord, the Lord said, you know what, I have mercy on you. I'm going to send you a king and a judge to lead you. And then they kept going up. So just a repetitive thing, man. That's why the Lord has us out here now. Like it says, the Lord shall send apostles, right?
That's right, that's right, bro.
You know?
That's right.
But this is like going back to just knowing you an Israelite, it doesn't matter if you, oh yeah, I know I'm Israelite. What are you doing about it? You know what I mean?
What do you do with what?
Now, what do you do about it?
About it.
This is, it says Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 6. But if the watchmen see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, the watchman, you know, because a watchman, the duty of a watchman in the ancient time, he sat on the high tower, the watchtower. So watch out for outside invaders. Because in the ancient times, they had the cities built with walls around them. So nobody could just come in. You know, oh, I need a passport. I'm just going to an unknown land. They didn't do that. Yeah. So as a watchman, spiritually, we see these prophecies coming in. What? We're warning the sheep who are around.
So you'll be able now, if I may, brother.
Yeah, of course.
So you'll see like you sound like a watchman. So say this was our city right there, this Avenue North. You got each corner. You'll have a watchman in each corner that watch all four corners of the city. Then they got different shifts, you know. So they sit there, and they might have like weapons, or they might have a trumpet or a horn to blow. So all the men of war, when they see far off what's going on, we can see somebody because the towers are so high. You can see somebody way down at Delaware Ave and shit. Like, oh shit, they coming. Now let me warn the people, and then monitoring how close they get, and then letting the people know, the men to know that's going to get the war, out the babies, the women, the children. You know what I'm saying? Put them up. So it's about time to go to war. Now they going to try to come break through your defenses and all that. You might even let them try. But let them break through, but at the same time, you still hit fucking their ass off. They might get through. But that's all depends on the spirit of fire, how by seeing outside. But you warn the people. And that's what our job is, because we see the prophecies and everything that's coming to pass, what's coming to America and all that. So what we doing? We're on the watchtower right now, on the highways and hedges, which we was commanded to come out and do. So we're warning the people and telling them, man. Mainly the people right there on that sign, man. And it don't matter what you look like I told you that before, man. You can have blue hair, blonde eyes, and be on that sign, man. You know, because it goes back to who your forefather was, man. Because all the nations has been mixed up, man. And if you can get that, when you get a chance to, I'll get it. Go ahead, brother.
But check it out, I mean, when somebody hears the warning, what they do? Oh, I gotta get my shit together.
Right.
Let's get the armor. Let's put on the, you know what I mean? Put the armor, get the kids higher. So when you hear this word, you gotta be like, oh, let me get myself together. Let me go out. You know, when you hear this word, if you start believing, you know, you gotta get your what? You gotta get your act together. In other words, you know?
I gotta.
But I'm gonna finish this up.
Bring that out. I'm gonna bring some off just on the back of what I said, so they.
So it says.
So this is back on Israel, right? The country.
But hold on, let me finish this
Sorry,
real quick.
no problem.
But if the watchmen see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity.
That's right. So that means he got taken away in his sin, because the watchman and the prophet didn't warn him, didn't tell him of the things that was before to come. So now the blood, go ahead, bro.
But his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
So that means that's going to be on the watchman's head. So he's going to get punished for that. Not the one that he's going to get punished, the one, but it ain't going to be like he had a chance to know. You know, go ahead.
So just like Kendrick Lamar, he's not watching, he's not.
Right.
So just knowing you're an Israelite don't mean nothing.
Because he's not prophesying nothing. He's not telling you that the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast. He's not telling you that it's about to be a famine. He's not telling you about World War III. He's not telling you about the destruction of America, even though he knows those things. He knows those things, man. Why? Because he works for his boss to higher up. But they got him in derision, and he thinking like, yo, I know this. They're going to protect him. Your money not going to buy you a spot on a chariot, man. You know? And that's what these people think. They like, oh, I'm cool. I'm Kendrick Lamar. Jay-Z is one of the biggest ones, man. Like he did that song with Meek Mill. Meek Mill's another one, man. When he went back, this was what, a couple months back, man. When he did that song, he's like, Meek Mill song was free. And Jay-Z was like, oh, true Christian man, but I believe the phrase.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So he knows these things. He said, yo, Thanksgiving, he said, say Thanksgiving, that sounds like a murder to me. So he knows. So he's not warning the people. What he's doing, he's taking his money. He's buying them underground bunkers. When he's in the air, he's going to get fucked. Because he's not going back. Hey, man, yo, America's gonna get destroyed, man. Bottom line, thermonuclear missiles on top of the heavenly angels destroying this place. All right, no matter who believes it or not, it's gonna happen. Maybe some more on that, bro. Let me just bring this out real fast. Yeah, let me bring this out real quick. This is Jeremiah chapter 12. Now, talk to you about you can look like anybody, look like yourself. We don't know who you are. I know we had words in the past, but you still come out listening and all that. If it resonates with your spirit, you might be an Israelite. That's not my fault. At the end of the day, it might be them. You know what I'm saying? But this is Jeremiah chapter 12, verse 7. It says, I have forsaken mine house. I have left mine heritage. I have given the dearly beloved of my soul into the hand of her enemies. My heritage is unto me as a lion in the forest. It crieth out against me, therefore have I hated it. My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field. Come devour. All right, so when it's saying it's like a speckled bird, Israel is all different colors, shape, all that, man. And you got some people like, yo, the brother's what? ISUPK, IUIC and all that. You know, you got different Israelite groups. And they might look at you, oh, he's a cracker, fuck that. That's the so-called, you a devil.
Not spiritual.
Exactly. But out, like the brother brought out earlier, it said test the spirit by the spirit. So we don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we sit out here, you know, and we go over scripture narrative. If it resonates with your spirit, and you could be one of those people on the side. Or hey man, you could be a 2/3, or man, you might be an Edomite. Go ahead, brother.
There's the book of Romans, chapter 9, and verse, I'm going to start at 5. It says, whose are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Yahushua came, who is over all, God bless forever, to what? Not as though the word of God had taken on effect, for they are not all Israel, which are of Israel.
That's right, bro.
Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called.
And yo, that right there, that's twofold right there. Because that goes for the Edomites that come up and be like, yo, you know what? We came from Abraham too. But it says in thy seed, which is Isaac. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got Israelites that's going to look like other nations and everything, but you got other nations that don't have nothing to do with this book. It condemns it. You know? And all we do is come out here and bring that out. So we're hated for what? Telling the truth, man. You know what the scriptures say? Am I dare become your enemy because I tell you the truth? And that's in the book of Galatians. You know?
Verse 8, that is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of God, but the children of the promise are contented for the seed.
That's right, protected for the seed.
Are counted for the seed.
That's right, counted for the seed, not the flesh, man.
So it's spiritual, because you got a lot of people, though they are Israelites, they are considered as Gentiles and heathens. Why? Because they're taking up their customs.
That's right.
That's why Paul went unto the Gentiles and the heathens, telling them, look, you ain't a so-called black man.
Right.
You're not, you know, African American. You're not this, that, and the third. You are the seed of Israel. But those that rejected, even though they're the seed of Abraham in the flesh, through the spirit, they're not spiritually of that seed, of that chosen line. You see? Because only the elect is gonna what? Be adopted back spiritually and in the flesh. You know? So that's why he went unto all nations. That's why we're supposed to go unto all nations. You know, because as a matter of fact, brother, in the book of Revelation, the 7th chapter, when John saw the vision in the island of Patmos of all the tribes that were saved, it said what? From all nations speaking different tongues. Meaning what? There's some that's light-skinned speaking in Spanish. There may be some that look Asian, you know, that's speaking Asian. But spiritually, they're still going to call upon the same name in the holy tongue.
That's right.
If they're spiritually from the seed of Abraham.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
So,
Right. This is from the book. This is the book. Let me get to the camera. This is it say the Bible, a history. All right. So this is backing up with the brother sense of spirit, because we just turned to it. Like, you know, Like back then, you ain't get like the same way you got now. Like our people ain't know that they was Israelites back then. So that you had our people that spoke Greek. Our people that spoke what? The Roman. Our people spoke Latin. Because they didn't know who they were. They grew up in those areas speaking those languages. The same way our people speak English now. You know, Spanish. So we come out here and speak to you in English, because that's how we get through to you. Then we learn in Hebrew too. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna say like we're gonna come out here. This is like if we come out here speaking all Hebrew, who the hell gonna understand us? You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, brother. Just one line. I got you. One line. This is Isaiah chapter 28 and 10, verse 11. For with stammering lips and another tongue when I speak to this people.
Now stammering, if you look into that word, that's like laughing and joking at it. You know what I'm saying? Them stammering lips, you're making jokes at somebody teaching. And like basically you're making fun of them, you're making a mockery out of them, man. You know?
And he says another tongue.
That's right, and another tongue, right? So like we could go into the Hebrew and all that. You know? But the main thing, like we come into in English and we give you the meaning of the Hebrew and all that. But that's for the person to go look up himself, man. That's like this brother speak Spanish, right? I speak English. And all he speaks Spanish, he come teaching me, and I'm like, and he passionate. I'm looking at him like, what the fuck is you saying? I don't understand. Yeah. So you have to come speaking to your people in their tongue, you know? But check it out. This is the book, right? It says by the time the Israelites had returned from exile in Babylon to rebuild the temple and the city of Jerusalem, they had lost touch with much of their heritage, including their ancestral language. Instead of Hebrew, most of the Israelites could speak only Aramaic, the language of the Persian Empire, and many Jews would continue to do so through the time of Yahushua, but say Jesus, when the scribe Ezra called the people together to read the book of the law, he realized that most of them would not understand the Hebrew text. Consequently, he first read the text in Hebrew, and then had someone repeat what he had just read in Aramaic. The entire scene is vividly described in chapter 8 of the book of Nehemiah. Alright? So our people didn't always understand their own language. So we spoke all different type of languages. But the Lord, like at the end of the day, if you go to Zephaniah, what's that? Get that real quick, Babal Bashan. When he said, I'll return to your pure language. So that's
I got you.
Okay. So the Lord said he's going to return back to us a pure language to speak to him. Right? And what's that? That's the Paleo Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? To call on his name. Which right now, he's doing that right now. Because we call on his name Yahweh Shah. That's his pure name in the Hebrew language, man. You know? Because before that, we didn't know that we was calling on Jesus, God, and all these other different names. That don't go to him, man. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, this is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 9. It says, for then will I turn to the people a pure language, right, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord to serve him with one consent.
That's right, with one consent. So he's going to return us to a pure language. So how else are you going to be able to call on the Lord without knowing the Hebrew? You know what I'm saying? And you don't got to know the whole language because his name is in it. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to know the whole language. So now you get the name, bang. The Lord will give you the increase like the brother stated earlier. You know?
That's why it says here, real quick, Proverbs 30 and 4. Who have ascended up into the heavens or descended? Who have gathered the wind in his fist? Who have bound the waters in a garment? Which are them clouds.
That's right.
Who have established who have established all the ends of the earth. What is his name and what is his son's name? Thou canst tell.
Thou canst tell, man. So that's saying, no, that's the Lord being smart again. What's his name and what's his son's name? Now that's a cut to all them other dudes that be like, yo, God ain't have a son. Yahweh ain't got a son. He said, what is his name and what is his son's name? Because Yahweh Shah was what? He was down here in the flesh, man. And he ascended what? Back into the heavens, man. On the chariot. He got beamed up. You know, so it says what is his name and his son's name. Now, how are you going to know those two names if you don't know the Hebrew? You got to know his name and there's ways to find it. Just like the brother got it written on his Bible.
And that just proves right there that Yahweh and Yahweh Shah is separate.
That's right, bro.
They're not one entity.
That's right.
Because why would he say what's his? Why? It wouldn't make any sense.
What is his name and his son's name?
You can have
if thou
names.
canst tell.
And peep this.
Yo,
It says, John chapter 5 and 43. I am come in my Father's name, and ye receive me not. If another shall come in his own name, him ye will receive.
That's right.
He's sarcastic.
Yeah. So that's like me and him coming like, yo, my name Mark Allah. We speaking of what I say. That means I'm deceiving. But everything we say comes out of this book and it goes back to Yahweh by Yahweh Shah. So we're not boasting ourselves, we're boasting him. You know? But those are his words. And that's what we're supposed to do, you know?
Exactly.
And then and warn the people of the up and coming calamity. Give you history, you know, give you the future and all that. This book is balanced, man, for everything. So whatever you need to know is in there. You know?
Yeah, exactly. But even though you're speaking in these tongues, which is a bastard tongue, because the tongue just means language, you know, but his name still doesn't. It stays in Hebrew.
That's right.
It doesn't change. So if the Asians, you know, they speaking in their tongue, they still gonna call on his name in the Hebrew.
And yup, that's right.
So
no, they gonna be speaking. All the matter of fact, if you go back to the beginning of time, the old language is Paleo Hebrew. All nations spoke Hebrew. That's why you got Hebrew Edomites, because they spoke Hebrew, right? Isaac spoke what? Hebrew, you know. So you think Isaac gonna speak? I mean, you think Jacob gonna speak Hebrew and Esau not?
Right.
You know, like that wouldn't make no
right.
sense. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they got the Hebrew Edomites, you got the Hebrew Israelites, you got the Hebrew Moabites. Hebrew is just a language in Israel, Edom, Moab. That's your nationality. That's who you are.
And also, that's like being ashamed because so I'm so-called Puerto Rican, but my people look at me like, yo, you Puerto Rican, but you don't know how to speak Spanish. They're gonna start scoffing and hissing, and, you know. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So how are you gonna claim to be a nation of people but not speak their tongue? They're gonna look at you like, yo, get out of here, man. Can't deal with you. So it's like being ashamed, you know? So how you gonna call upon the name of the Lord? Lest you be naked.
There's a verse that you told me, and I can't remember where it came from. It was something along the lines of you're deceived from the womb by your parents. Does that ring a bell?
You said deceived?
Deceived.
Oh shit! Oh, you talking about Esau?
It might be.
You say when he from the womb, the wicked come out estranged from the womb, speaking lies, deceiving.
Yeah.
I'm dead. Yo, that's crazy. That's the spirit. Cause yo, I had that on deck.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yo, can you grab for me Psalm 50?
Okay, I got you. One more on the language. Just one more. It's not. It was in my head, that's why I was like, I gotta figure it out. So, even when Paul went unto the Christians, you know, he spoke Hebrew to them. Even though he was able to speak in both, you know, and you got somebody that able to speak Hebrew and Spanish. But it says, Acts chapter 21, verse 37, it says, and as Paul was to be led into the castle, he said unto the chief captain, may I speak unto thee? Who said, canst thou speak Greek? Are not thou that Egyptian which before these days made us an uproar and led us out into the wilderness, 4,000 men, and that were murderers? So it says, I'm going to jump down real quick. I'm going to jump down to verse 22, chapter 22, verse 2. It says, and when they heard that he spake in the Hebrew tongue, to them they kept the more silence, and he said, so that's the point. But they were like, can't you speak Greek? And, you know, aren't you a Hebrew? So there was a lot of confrontation about that. So people that say, oh, it doesn't matter what his name is, yes, it does. You got, you know, that's the biggest thing. You know, IUIC, it doesn't matter.
Nah, but yo, but that's another thing too. Well, IUIC, like they all got Hebrew names, but they call it Lord of Hebrew.
What would they
Israelite United in Christ. Most High blessing Christ. And I'm like, come on, man.
And that letter J came about in the late 1600s. So what would they call it? Psalms what? This is the book of Psalms, chapter 58.
Let me know if the one you're talking about.
Yeah, I think this is. And verse 3, it says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah, so that's talking about the so-called white man. So as soon as they born, they go speaking lies. They're the father of lies.
You can't even go there. Since the wicked about you.
Yeah, but where they get it from? That's when you go to you are your father the devil. You know? Because from the beginning he was a liar, he was a murderer from the beginning.
And the Lord said, before I knew you, I knew you.
Right,
So he knew who's going to be wicked and who's not. That's why when little babies die, people are like, oh, why? It's just a child, innocent. The Lord already knows that baby is going to grow up to be a thief and a murderer. You know?
He's got sin, son of sin, what? You want to make a love? You decide to want to make a love? That what you just said.
God. So that's the Lord already knows if you're going to be a prophet before you're a prophet. You know? So everybody reincarnates. Yeah, I'm getting it.
I've got to say.
I believe it's in Deuteronomy, if I'm not mistaken. I'm so used to talking while I get the scripture at the same time. Oh, that one. Okay.
You said like the Lord our Lord is what? That cover all that.
Let's see, what is that? Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I start from the top. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
And that's what the brother was saying about a little baby. Matter of fact, should be a piece of it. It's 32.
Oh, that's the same one I brought out in Amos.
Yeah.
With the Trump, it didn't even in the land. Oh, I know there's another one. Deuteronomy 32. The child dies. Oh, he was a good boy. You know?
So where the wicked ones at?
So there's nobody wicked.
1 Samuel 2 and 6. That's it. Let's bring that out,
There's the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 2 and verse 6. It says, the Lord killeth and maketh alive.
go.
He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. He raiseth up the poor out of the dust and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill. To set them.
Now, start that over.
First Samuel 2:6. It says, the Lord killeth and maketh alive.
So like the brother said, even with the they always try to say the Lord is all about love and all that. So he said he kills and he makes alive. That's balance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is all about balance. It's like you got day, you got night, right? And even with like the brother said with the little babies and all that, what scripture is that? What it says, who perished ever being innocent? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
That's not even out.
I might be. But it tells you who perished ever being innocent. So they look at a little baby like, oh my God, yo, why that baby died? It was innocent. No, because you don't know what that baby did in his past life. You know, and the Lord, and that's called judgment, man. Because you could even go to Ezra's second Ezra's
On the judgment.
14 chapter. Second Ezra's 14. And it's
I got another one on judgment.
but
And
this
you know
was
that
enough.
there is a judgment on Job. Job.
Right for everything. Second Ezra 14 instead of 34.
Second Ezra chapter 14, verse 34. Therefore, if so be that ye will subdue your own understanding.
So subdue your own understanding means get rid of that shit. Because you ain't gonna understand it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta subdue it. To understand, because it says trust in the Lord with all thy heart, lean not on your own understanding. So now this is talking about what the brother said about a baby being like, dying early, premature, whatever.
So it says, therefore, so be that ye will subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts. Ye shall be kept alive, and after death ye shall obtain mercy.
So, all right, so it says after death you shall obtain mercy. So the ultimate judgment is what? Death, man. All right, the ultimate judgment is death, and that's when you get your mercy. Because what you want to get, go ahead, bro.
It says, for after death shall the judgment come.
There you go. After death shall the judgment come. So when you die, then you go back in the spirit world, you go right in front of Yahweh shop, they give you your judgment to come back out here and play out. So the end of your judgment is what? Death. Now it's mercy again. Because the Lord can judge you how he wants you. You know?
Just like if you're born with a deformity with that, or Down syndrome.
That's right.
It's like, yo, like,
But this is only for Israel. There ain't no mercy for Esau.
no, you ain't
All right?
coming.
You know? So this
Right.
is talking about after death, then get judgment. But Esau got a judgment too. You know? But they ain't getting no mercy because according to Obadiah 1 and 18, you know, they're going to be completely wiped off after the 1,000 years in slavery. You know? Go ahead, read that.
So it says, but after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again.
There, see that? Where we shall live again. Go ahead.
Damn, that's powerful.
See that?
And then shall the names of the righteous be manifest.
There you go, man. Then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, man.
Written in the book of life.
That's right. You know? Go ahead, Simone.
God, it says, then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared.
There we go. And the works of the ungodly shall be declared. So you're going to get judged in what? In the spirit world. And you're going to come down here to live out your judgment. Some people don't even make it out the womb. Like Job, what Job said, he said, I wish I was, what he say? I wish that the hips would have basically kept him in, basically.
Yeah,
he wanted to die, you know? He didn't want to make it. But real quick, this is Jeremiah chapter 1. I want to say 1.
Yeah, that's the Lord's judgment. Whether somebody gets hit by a car, or somebody dies from a disease, that's the Lord judging it. You know?
That's right.
So, you know, people claim that the Lord is, why the Lord is doing this. But what are you doing?
Brother just text me a scripture. watch it.
Oh, yeah?
This is
Shalom.
Job, this is the brother Shamar. He text me Job 4 and 7. Real quick.
Oh, yeah, because who perished being innocent?
Right, come,
Khan,
bro.
the water.
No, come, brother.
That's heavy, yeah.
Now this goes back to what we were saying earlier.
Because even though you have men that died for the truth, they're going to be the first ones to come back.
This is the book of Job, chapter 4, verse 7. It says, remember, I prayed thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? Right? So damn, that's heavy right there. So it says, whoever perished ever being innocent. So hey, man, whether you did something in this life or your past life, you're not innocent. And it says, where was the righteous cut off? So, matter of fact, grab that for me, brother Bashar, and talk about when I formed you. You know what I'm saying? So if you basically, so if you was a prophet in this life, in the past lifetime, Jeremiah 1 and 5.
Khan.
So if you was a prophet in the past lifetime, you're gonna be a prophet now. You know what I'm saying? It'll tell you the spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets, right? Go ahead, bro.
Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5, it says, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
There you go.
And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
That's right. So it said before he formed you, before he was even in the belly, he was in the spirit world. So that goes back into what? That 2nd Ezra 14 and 34, man.
I got something real
You know, to 35. Talk about your judgment, man. Because before he even ever knew you, he ordained you to be a prophet. You know. So everything is sainted to the spirit world. Even matter of fact, go all the way back to Genesis 1 and 1. The end of this world, the end of this Esau's kingdom was already prophesied. It was written, you know?
That's right. And the scriptures tell you, a day to us is 1,000 years to the Lord.
That's right, bro.
So we're just living this open book right now. It's manifesting for itself.
That's right, bro.
Doesn't it say it shall speak and not lie?
That's right, yeah.
I got something for you, brother. This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 13. But go thou thy way to the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of the days.
Yeah.
So, you're gonna whatever lot the Lord gave you, you're gonna come back in the end of days of, what you was a man back then, a prophet.
Yeah.
You could in the lot. Matter of fact, I'll read it again.
No, because you ain't gonna, like how Esau said, you died. They look at reincarnation like, oh, I want to come back as a tree. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna come back as a bird. That's bullshit.
If you was wicked.
If you were Israelite, you coming back as an Israelite, man. And you can come back in any different tribe. If you another nation, you coming back as another nation. You ain't gonna be an Edomite in this lifetime and come back as an Israelite. That's not righteous, man. You know? And the way the Lord set up his spirits and all that, everything, that's why it's called cosmos. That's an orderly arrangement, man. That's a world, and everything is in order. When you go to the spirit world, like when you pray that prayer, the Lord's Prayer, on earth as it is in heaven, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
That's right.
Because when you go to heaven, everything is in order, man.
Right.
Everything. All the way down to, like the Lord got, like if you had a strict father, or a person on OCDC or whatever, and they're like, yo, I want this like this and all that, and they can't sit still unless everything is perfect. That's the way the Lord is, man. Everything got to be in order. And it's going to be in order. Why? Because it's spoken. But the only thing that's out of order is what? This world, man. And the Lord ain't going to keep holding his peace on everything that's going on out here, man.
I got something real quick.
Go ahead, brother.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 32. No, Salaki. That's not what I want. I'm going to get that Daniel once more. Daniel chapter 12 and verse 13. But go thou thy way to the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of the days.
That's right, man. So you go and stand and rest in your lot at the end of the day. That's when we get into the kingdom, man. We going chill. We in our lot now because what? We out here prophesying. The same way we did in the ancient time, man.
Yo, he's like President Donald Trump.
Right.
He had to be a high-ranking king in the ancient times.
Yo, brother,
You
the apostles were saying he might have been Alexander the Greek.
Yo,
Now, the way he be moving and shit.
Nero,
Yo, whatever dude he was, man, he killers and vicious, man. You know, because Donald Trump is all about what? He's all about war. That's what he promotes. You go back to when he was in Atlantic City. He got his casinos down there. Where was his main thing? Promoting fights. All the fights was at Trump's casinos and hotels. You know? So now you a president, you on a higher level. You on a world scale, so it makes sense why World War II would be ushered into memory. You know? Because he's doing what he's doing. He's promoting that shit. If you look at it on a spiritual eye, he's promoting it. What he doing? Oh, you know what? Y'all cool with me, I'm gonna give y'all a turf. Which is the same thing as a goddamn sanction. But you getting extra money, you raising the price on your man. You know what I'm saying? It's like if we was out here hustling and shit, I'd be like, yo, Dodge, yo, take this brick, bro. Just bring me back this, that. And you used to this one price because we trading and this, that, and third. Then all of a sudden I'm like, yo, man, I don't fuck with them over there, but you my man, I had to raise the price on them, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you my man, I raised it on them, but I'm only going to hit you with a little bit, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I need that. That's wicked as hell. And you gonna be like, yo, nigga, like, after a while you gonna be like, I'll be like, yo, you know, it's only for a little bit, man. Just so I can get back because I took a little hit. Whatever. America's fucked up. We gotta make it great again. You know what I'm saying? My block fucked up. I gotta make it great again. This is that and the third. Just hit me with a little extra every month or every flip. You know what I'm saying? And I keep doing that, and then I don't take the pressure off. Now you see me starting to put the pressure on everybody else. Now everybody gonna start looking at me like, yo, this nigga crazy. Like, he got guns, we got guns, man. Man, fuck that, we gonna take him out, man. There you go, man. Grab that one, you know? All right, you too, bro. Go ahead, man. Have a good night, man. You too. So yeah, man. So I don't know, man. You was saying, listen, for a while, only time I talk, man. You got motherfuckers that grew up, you could be a fucking agent for all that. But the word's going out, he's gonna get taught, you know? But yeah, so that now everybody gonna be like, damn, man, this nigga, he trying to tax the whole neighborhood. You know? Like, that's what Trump basically doing. He taxing the whole earth, man. You know what I'm saying? To where these people, they like, man, fuck, nigga, and you owe me money? You owe me, nigga. So and then you got what? The Chinese gonna come collect. So those trade wars do what? They turn into actual physical wars. You know? And what you got now, you got Turkey. They like, man, fuck America. We going to Syria, we bombing the Kurds because we got beef with them niggas, man. You know? So that's what they doing to them. And they don't even give a fuck. They like, man, you want to put sanctions on this Trump? Go ahead and do what you got to do, man. You know?
There's also the prophecy of the 10 toes collapsing. You know how American allies is going to turn their backs on them.
That's right, brother.
So that 10 toes, which is
Joel,
it's going to, Joel 3 and 6. All right, all right.
10.
3 and 10? Gotcha.
So yeah, man, so, go see what you said, bro.
No, I was just saying that's all part of prophecy of the 10 toes collapsing, which is what? That second leg of Rome. You know, because this is Rome reincarnation.
That's right, brother.
But their allies is turning their backs, as you can see.
Right,
With all the sanctions, the trade wars. You know?
That's right, bro. And they getting tired of American shit. And not just that. Matter of fact, bring that out, and I got because Americans, like, yo, this is one I bring out a lot. You know, but there's shame being uncovered, right?
Oh,
you
Isaiah 47?
Yup. You got your world being changed.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, and verse 10. It says, beat your plowshares into pruning. No. I can start it, right? That's a good. Yeah, Joel chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men that ought like it. Wake up the mighty men.
What's the mighty men? The mighty men is what? Your military.
Yeah.
You know? So what? We out here proclaiming what? These words, man. Through the spirit of pride, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and it's going out on all four corners of the earth, man. You know? So what the militaries are starting to do? They're waking up, man. They like, man, fuck that, America ain't tough like that. That's like you getting bullied your whole life by a bully. You know what I'm saying? You constantly getting bullied by this one nigga, and you just get pushed to the point, you like, man, fuck that. And you snap and knock his fucking head off. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the weak saying that they're strong, man. Because this nigga constantly bullying you. He might even be bigger than you, man. And look, you got America, that's what, they some big bully. But really they small, they just got their military and all around the world, man. You know? And everybody's business, man. You know? Because they can't sit at home. Alright? Go ahead, bro.
It says, he keep them not at home, right?
That's right, yep.
It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up, be your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears.
That's right, yep. So that means get your weapons together, man. You know? Go ahead, bro.
It says, let the weak say, I am strong.
There you go, yep.
And you see all these different nations doing all their parades, you know, flexing their muscles with their new. Russia just came out with a new defense system. Because America came out with a hypersonic missile. Boom. So it can go faster than the speed of sound. But so Putin was like, alright. So now they got a defense system that can track down those type of hypersonic missiles.
That's right. Because America been sorting these Americans out because back when they was having the first arms war, arms race, when they was all building up nuclear missiles and all that. And Russia was busting America's ass. So America told Russia, they was like, look, chill. They was like, we don't want no smoke. Y'all stop making them nuclear missiles, and we ain't gonna make no defense for the nuclear missiles. You know? So now that America actually held up on their part of the deal, but Russia was like, man, fuck that. Why was all through prophecy? Because they're the foot of the bear, man. They're the end of America. They're going to set it off to take America out, man, along with these other nations, man. You know? But you see it starting right now. Like we still like we basically in the book of Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, man. You know? Russia's being the guard to all these other different nations, man. Russia's being the police of the world right now, man. Matter of fact, the brother said, I have a group 2 and 16. How about the shot? You know?
Make it plain upon tables, the vision is
that's right.
gone.
You know? So all we do, man, come out here, you know, and the whole spirit is on what? Destruction of America, prophecy, man. Brothers are speaking prophecy now. You know? That's the whole spirit. The whole spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is prophecy, man. All right? The downfall of this wicked ass kingdom, man. Because it ain't no kingdom, man. Because everything here is praying after what? The worship of the Queen of Heaven, which is where we stand in front of the sign, the Starbucks sign. That's the Queen of Heaven, man. That whole vibration, like we was out downtown a couple weeks ago, man. You know? With the sign where it says that they know that we Israelites. And what they got, the Queen of Heaven on top of them? Putting out that vibration. You know? So yeah, man, this place is done, man.
I got that Habakkuk, and I also got something in Revelation. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables. Right. That he may run that readeth it.
That's right. So that he may run that readeth it. So when you read it, you're supposed to come running to this shit. Like, damn, yo. Like, yo, you want to know what's going on, man. So when we out here speaking these words, the people that's hearing these words, the only one that's going to get it is the elect, man. And that they're going to get the tune of this song, man. And we out here really singing. We'll say we have piped to you, but you have not danced, man. The only people dancing right now is the elect, man. You know, look at the people walking by. They're not running because we reading it. But in that day, they going to want to know, man. Amos what? Amos 8 and 11, man. You know? They going to want to know, like, damn, what's going on? Where those brothers at with the funny garments on that was on the corner? They gonna be looking for brothers, man, to explain all the tragedy that's going on. Why we getting our heads beaten? Why are these crackers coming at us like that? I thought that was my friend. That was Johnny. You know? Johnny from the block. We grew up together. You know? But Johnny gonna be turning, whipping your ass. Just like this nigga woman right there, man. Your fucking best friend. That ain't even your friend. She gonna turn on your ass. For her parents, man. Then she gonna be looking for an Israelite man to protect her black ass, man. But it's gonna be too late at that time, man.
She gonna die with that episode.
That's right.
Hey, check this out. It said make it plain upon tables.
That's right.
The Lord made it plain. He wrote the blueprint
That's right, bro.
before it even played itself out.
That's right.
What Ezekiel, all the scriptures of the prophecies.
That's right, bro.
You know, we're reading about things that are going to happen.
That's right.
And we're seeing it being what is that? That the end shall spread.
Hey, man.
It says, you know what I mean?
Let them scripts come out, bro.
Like, yeah, that's right. It says, verse 3, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time.
That's right.
But the end, it shall speak and not lie.
That's right. So for an appointed time. That's like if you get a woman pregnant, you know what I'm saying, your baby ain't gonna come out until it's time for it to come out. So you gotta do what? Be patient, man. You know, I just was in the hospital, man. You know, the whole time I'm in there, and they was like, yo, you're the most patientest patient in here. I said, yo, you know what? I said, listen to the word you just said. I said, patient. I said, I gotta be patient. I ain't leaving until it's my time, man. You know? The word patience, man. But niggas, a lot of Israelites don't have patience. They want to take things into their own hand. Like the scriptures say, vengeance is mine. You know, if I'd have tried to rush to come out the hospital early, I might have died, man. I wouldn't have got my medicine, anything I needed, man. You know? That's right. That's right.
We gotta be patient so that way we can be healed.
That's right, bro.
Like a womb.
That's
It
right.
doesn't just close up overnight.
That's right, bro.
You know?
That's right.
But like you were saying, God, spiritually, these other nations are licking our wounds.
That's right, yup, you know? And they laughing. Like how them niggas, they fucked up. And they, you know how you get a wound and a nigga put something in and turn that shit.
Put something in shit.
Yeah, like PVC and shit. It's like I'm the nigga that'll come pull salt in your wound in the hospital while the guards guarding your wound. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what Esau doing us right now. But not knowing that the Spirit of the Lord is upon us, man. You know, and he's allowing those things to happen. Why? Because he really hates them, man. You know? And at the end of the day, it's going to be them. You know? Matter of fact, Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7, man. You know? The curses is being lifted off us and put on the Esau. Look at the dude downtown, man. Michael White, I believe his name was. And he just got off for matter of fact, I'm gonna say self-defense because it wasn't murder, man. You know, the Edomite dude, he might have been a Jake because he looked like he might have been a Sicilian dude. But you know, they think that they Edomites. So he jumped out the car drunk. They said he was high off of coke and alcohol. So he told the man he's gonna beat the black off of him. Ran up on Jake. Jake poked his ass out. The nigga died. Now all of a sudden he's wrong, you know. But you know what? So guess what? The Lord, any other time, like if this was back in the 60s, 70s, the 50s, what? Jake would have got locked up, man. Like that whole Emmett Till thing. They was killing Jake and getting away with that shit. You know, but it says who oppresses slay them and hold themselves not guilty. You know, they say bless the Lord for I'm rich, man. So that's what was happening. Now it's starting to switch where they starting to get put in jail and all that, man. You know, he got found fucking found innocent of murder, man. You know, and his mom now the Edomite mom down there all crying, talking about she wanted the DA to get arrested because blood is on his hands. First of all, your son shouldn't have got the goddamn car thinking he was fucking Superman, running up on Jake talking about I'm gonna beat the black off.
You gotta be wise.
Yeah, cunt. So hey man, you got what you deserve, man. You got your judgment, man. You know? And that man was found innocent in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushua right now, man. For that particular act. So he just did what? He self-defense, man. You know, Esau's so used to us being scared of him and running up on us, whipping our ass and shit. But the tables are turning, man.
Right.
The tables turning on Esau.
That's right.
You know? Like what we read earlier in the Wisdom of Solomon, man. The Proverbs, matter of fact, not the Wisdom of Solomon. You can go to
I still got more on that.
But yo, you can go to Second Ezra, the 16th chapter, when it said the power shall stand in fear, man.
But you go through that whole chapter.
That's right. Yeah,
Go
ahead, brother.
The scriptures also, go into the difference between killing somebody and murdering.
That's right. It said the word for that is ratazah, which means commit murder without just cause, man. You know, you ain't supposed to walk up on a nigga and just stab him because you don't like the way he look, man. But it's laws for that. That's why it's laws for everything, man. It's laws, statutes, and commandments, man. And Esau don't follow after his own laws, man. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord.
That's right. Wait ye upon him, man. Not taking actions into your own hand. Just like you see these other different Israelite groups. And that's how they get a whole bunch of followers. By going on fucking Instagram, YouTube, and all that, shooting guns, man. You know?
Yeah, that's common.
That's Esau's blessing, man. So how the hell you going to use Esau's blessing to take him out, man? That doesn't even make any sense, man. When Yahweh Shah, when he was Isaac, he was the one that gave him the blessing. So he has to be the one to take it away from him, man. You know?
And also, by doing that, you have to die by the sword.
That's right, brother. That's right. That's right.
It's like, I'm going to
That's
take
right.
vengeance in my own hands.
That's right, bro.
All right, I'll have you killing all of them or murdered.
Can't.
But now your ass got to be at the edge of the sword now.
Can't.
It's only fair.
Can't.
He told Peter that.
Can't. That's right, bro. He chopped the dual ear off.
So where's your salvation
That's
at
right,
now?
brother. That's right, brother.
Can't be by the gun.
That's right, brother.
But it says, Zephaniah 3 and 8, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey.
So he said until the day that he rises up to the prey, man. You know? And guess what? His elect gonna be right there with him, man.
That's right.
Along with the heavenly angels, man. You know? And that's a war well worth waiting for, man. You know? Fighting these fucking carnal wars, man. You know? And at the end result, what they gonna do? Throw you underneath for the jail? You know? They gonna throw you underneath for the jail, put you to death because you're still in these carnal bodies, man? You know, these chains of darkness, man? You gotta be retarded not to wait for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Because he tells you, in the same land that you was put to shame, you gonna be getting fame there, man.
Oh, that's in Zephaniah as well. Come on.
Right, brother.
Come on, this is what you can do.
That's right, bro.
It says, for my determination is to gather the nations,
That's right.
that I may assemble the kingdoms,
That's right.
to pour upon them my indignation,
That's right, man.
even all my fierce anger.
Damn.
That's righteous judgment.
That's right, bro.
The Lord's indignation, for his fierce anger, he's coming with fire.
That's right, yup.
No?
That's right.
And that's the only cure
Yup.
for this place.
As far as what? A purging, man. That's a cleansing. You know?
And we spiritually going to the furnace right now.
That's right, yup.
That furnace is like like when they used to make in the ancient time out of like clay and mud.
Yup.
And so that way you could put your food in it. It's like what you call that? Like the fire's inside. Kind of like a stove, but not really.
Cauldron.
A furnace.
Yeah,
you
kinda
put gold in.
yup. A little, like a brick oven type joint.
That's what we go through that fire now, you know?
Hey yo, then that heat gonna turn up in what? Jacob's trouble, man. The hour of temptation. Which what? The RFID microchip, man.
That's right.
So these niggas that's not teaching that the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast, man, they gonna fold in the hour of temptation, and they really don't believe wholeheartedly in the scriptures. So they think that they're gonna find a way out of that. Oh, the Lord just put that there. Oh, that don't mean that, it mean this. So you lying to the people, man. So the blood's gonna be on what? Upon their heads, man.
Yep.
You know?
That's like preaching now. It's like they're not preaching warning.
That's right, con.
You're like the scripture say, woe to them. You know, that basically not giving warning because they're scattering the shit.
That's right, brother. Con. That's right.
Instead of bringing them back to the throne.
Right, that's right.
But this is the book of Revelation, chapter 18. I'm going to start at 3. It says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
That's right. So all the delicacies that America has, man, basically they abominations in the sight of Yahweh sitting outside, man. Fuck, man. Satan, bro. Yeah, cut. But they go, see, and that's the vibration that Satan's putting off, man. They don't want this place to go down, you know? And his adversaries, because these fucking demons is all around us, man. You know, hopping on these people. And what they doing, riding around trying to fuck up the word. But you can't do nothing. You can't do nothing against the truth or for the truth, man. You know? Nothing at all, man. No matter how you call it, America's going down. So all the delicacies in America is what, man? You know, they got what? They fucking marijuana, cocaine, heroin. Free to do whatever you want. You got your crab, shrimp, lobsters. You know? Yup. All type of abominable acts, man.
Homosexual acts.
Yeah, that's right, bro. So all of those are delicacies amongst Americans, man. You know? They buy all type of different sex toys, man. And these different nations making all that shit. And what they doing, shipping it over here, that's how they getting rich, man. You know? Getting rich off of the wickedness of this place, man. But now since you get rich off it, you're partaking in that, and that same vibration is coming over to your land, man.
Exactly.
So it's all defiled. Because you like, oh, the Americans doing it, man. Fuck it, we going to do it too. You know? But America is the only place, man. America buys the most fucking drugs on the whole planet, man. These Americans. That's right. The Americans are fucking garbage dumps, man. Do everything, man. Smoke and do any and everything, man. You Americans is fucked up, man. And the Most High going to destroy y'all, man. Go ahead, bro.
And I heard another voice from heaven say, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
That's right. So that don't mean physically get up and go to Jerusalem like HOCC or whatever the fuck, or GOCC, man. You know, in the house of David and other certain Israelite groups. What it means, come up out of her spiritually, man. Like we once was in this world. We once was a part of this world. We once did the same things that this world does now. But what the Lord do? He pulled us up out of that, man. You know? Yeah, it can. We had to shave off that old man. And you still have brothers in this truth that's still shaving off that old man. You know? But it's all about how you treat your brothers, man. You know, you're going to constantly shave off that old man. Why? Because it tells you in the scriptures that the elect shall scarcely be saved, man. Now how they say you just saved by the skin of his teeth. Ain't no goddamn skin on your teeth, man. But that's just to let you know how small it is, man. How what they say, like you get grazed or something. You know, that's to let you know how serious it is, man. A fucking missile could be coming right at your head. You looking at that shit, thinking you're about to die. The Lord beam you up.
Right.
You know, scarcely seen, man. But you got niggas that think that they already seen, man.
You be in a chariot like this.
Yeah, kind of like looking around like, oh shit.
They're like, yo,
oh, shalom, man. You know what I mean? Now it's time to rejoice, man. You know? Now it's time to rejoice, but right now, bro, it ain't no time to fucking rejoice, man.
It's the time of war.
That's right, bro. Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter tells you that, man. You know?
So now, either way, we battle with demons.
That's right, bro. That's right,
know?
that's right.
How
And you
gonna
got
be
brothers
at
trying to
peace?
throw demons on top of demons, man.
Yo,
That's right.
yeah. But it says, verse 5, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh have remembered her iniquities.
That's right. So it says Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, have remembered her iniquities. So he remembered all the sins. Because it's the only thing, it's like the scriptures tell you, say, no sin shall go unpunished, man. You know? You think America just going to keep sinning and sinning and sinning, and this country is going to keep going on forever and ever? Like what it say, their inward thought is that
I got you.
you know, that the land shall continue forever. You know, that they're gonna keep naming the land after themselves, man. You know?
I got you. This is the book of Psalms,
The water, bro.
chapter.
But that's what these people think. Even look at Christopher Columbus, or Cristobal Colon. Matter of fact, forget him, scratch him. Scipio Africanus and Amerigo Vespucci, man. When that nigga named this land after him, he thought this place was going to go on forever. Yo, I got this land. I'm going to give it to all my peoples, and my peoples, and all that, man. Like this place don't got to end, man. You know? Like that song by Reverend, he's like, man, every good thing comes to an end. Every good thing comes to an end. And this wickedness definitely coming to an end. The only thing that's not going to come to an end is our kingdom, man.
That's right.
A world without end. But people can't understand and fathom or wrap their mind around it. And what's that? That's a mystery of the Bible, and it's a stumbling block for you wicked ass niggas and you weak ass niggas, man.
Look at they spiritually drunk.
That's right.
They're in deep sleep, you
That's
know?
right. Go ahead, bro.
This is the book. Matter of fact, I'll get that verse. This is Psalms 49 and verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever,
That's right.
and their dwelling places to all generations.
Son.
They call their lands after their own names.
That's right. They call the lands after their own name, man. And these damn bastards really think that that's what's going on right now, man.
It's like throughout all generations.
Just cunt. Generation to generation. So you go back to what? To slavery times, George Washington and all that. That's the mindset that they had. Yo, we're going to build up this empire, and then we're going to pass it off to our children. And our children are going to pass it off to their children, and they're going to be set. But yo, don't let this person in, don't let that person in. And that's the mindset of the elite too, man. The international bankers. They so fucked up, they have sex with their own family to keep the money inside the family, man. That's wicked as hell, man. And that lets you know that they are brute beasts, man. What makes us not brute beasts? The law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible, man. You know? That's our heritage, man. That's our integrity, man. You know? That's what separates us. That's what makes us holy. Set apart from the rest of you nations, man. You know? Why you thinking in 70 AD, when we ran the western coast of Africa, how the Africans was able to identify who we were to the so-called white men and to the Arabs through our heritage and our traditions, man, and our customs, man, and the way we conducted ourselves, man. You know? We didn't conduct ourselves like the heathen. It says, follow not the way of the heathen, nor be dismayed at under his way. No, be not dismayed at the stars of heaven. Follow not the way of the heathen, roughly paraphrasing, right?
And you know how people are so caught up in, oh, what's your sign?
I'm
this. Like, yo.
That zodiac bullshit.
All that bullshit.
That's why they have that zodiac killing, man. Killing them niggas, man. You know? Still unsolved, man. And they had copycats and all that, man. But the original, man, they ain't catch that nigga, man.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 15. That which hath been is now,
That's right.
and that which is to be hath already been.
That's right.
And Yahweh required that which is past.
That's right. So guess what? That means y'all going into slavery, man.
That's right.
Bottom line, y'all going into slavery. You so-called white people and you other nations, man. Y'all going into slavery under who, man? Matter of fact, grab that heat that leave from the captivity.
I was just getting
Nah,
that.
that's the spirit, bro. You know, so that means you're going into captivity. Because what? We was in slavery before. We was in slavery under all these different nations, man. Under every nation under the sun, man. Why was that? So the Lord to let us know this is not how you're supposed to conduct yourself. This is not how you run my world, man. This is not how you run the earth that I gave you. This is not how you handle business, man. Since y'all want to act like them, I'm gonna make sure you never act like them again, man. Just like a parent, like back in the day, they be like, yo, man, you'll have a child, and they be like, oh, you want to smoke cigarettes, nigga? Okay, I got you. You know what? You gonna smoke this whole fucking pack right in front of me right now. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna get a double.
That's right, yeah. So that's what the Lord basically doing right now. He said, you want to be like them other nations? Okay, go act like that, and I'm gonna give you the same punishment that they get.
They're going to drink the dregs of the cup.
That's right, brother.
Matter of fact,
Yo.
I got you, brother.
Go ahead, all right.
This is Revelation 18, and it says, verse 6, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works.
That's right. So
And
double according to her, she did you. So the same way that your enemies did you, that's what you're going to do to them. But they laughing because they serve other guys, man. And like we just finished saying, they going to get the same punishment as them guys that they want to serve. Those people that serve those guys, they going to get that same punishment, man.
That's right.
And guess who's going to be laughing? We are, man. You know? Because he said, I will laugh at your calamities, man. When your fear comes to desolation, man.
Ah,
All right?
Yep.
So you can laugh now. It's a thing called laugh now, cry later, man. You ain't laughing at us. You laughing at the spirit and power Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. But like that motherfucking Lionel Kenny City, what they used to say, turn that frown upside down. He gonna turn your smile upside down, man.
I was shy when he said, yo, you don't hate me, brother, because
That's
you
right.
made us be that simple.
That's right, brother.
You
That's
know,
right.
like the movies, you always got the good guy finish last.
Yeah, kind, yup,
In the movies.
yup.
But it says, according to her works, in the cup which she had filled with, filled to her double.
That's right. That cup is what? All the things that they did to us, man. They gonna have to drink that cup, man. They gonna have to drink that cup of slavery. They gonna have to drink that cup of destruction, man.
Yep.
You know? And ultimately, they gonna be wiped completely out, man. You know? They gonna have to drink that cup again. They backs whooped in. They gonna have to drink that cup of their kids being killed right in front of them, man. They gonna have to drink that cup of their children getting raped in front of them, man. Being split in half and all that, man. Like the scriptures say, happy is he that dashes down little ones on stones, man. But people think that's such a harsh term, something harsh to say. When they had your kids as gator bait, man. And they put that in what? The brother Shamyar brought that out. About it was in that Boardwalk Empire. You know, it was a scene when the dude grabbed a little ornament and it was a gator on Jake's ass, man. So they put stuff like that in the regular TV shows just to let you know who you are, man. You know? These niggas have lost their goddamn mind, man. So you're gonna have to drink of those cups, man. Double. You know? Not just a little bit. Straight no chaser, man. Right out the bottom, matter of fact.
Once it hits, it's gonna be like a domino effect.
That's right, son. That's right, bro.
It ain't gonna stop.
That's right. That's right, bro.
You know? I got some real quick. Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath,
That's right.
but righteousness delivered from death.
Damn. That's self-explanatory, man.
Who are the rich ones now?
Yup. Them
They got-
goddamn crackers. And you niggas trying to be like the crackers, man.
And it's funny because they working on the left-hand side.
That's right.
But little do they know, Satan is gonna betray his ass.
That's right. Yup.
You know what I mean?
Yup. You keep your ass close. Like what the scripture says, Sirach, man. I believe it's 12. That might be 2 and 1. But it says, never trust thine enemy. So an iron rusted source is wickedness. You know?
Sound like that.
No, you're not a real Jew, man. You're an Amalekite. You're an Amalekite. All right? You're not a real Jew.
Esau.
The Jews don't look like you. And you're going into slavery.
That's right.
Fucking bastard. That nigga going to talk about salam alaikum. Matter of fact, what does Hashem mean? What does Hashem mean? What does Hashem mean? With that colorful ass yarmulke. Some faggot shit, man. You know? Yeah, cut, man. Talking about salam alaikum. And that's going to be the one licking the dust off our boots.
No, but by him saying that was a stereotype right there.
That's right, bro. But he's not a real Jew, man. He's a fucking faggot, man. And the gutter rat, man. He's an Amalekite. Fucking piece of shit.
Matter of fact, I got that for you, brother. This is Sirach 12 and yeah, that whole thing, that whole chapter. All right, brother. This is verse 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him. Salakia. Verse 10. I'm gonna stop and go back up to 10.
Right.
Never trust thy enemy,
Right.
but like as iron rusted so is his wickedness.
That's right, man.
Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. Just like, try to make the treaties with the natives.
That's right.
All humble.
Yo, man, you my man, bro.
That song, what? When he say,
Oh, so wait. I got you. His words are softer than butter.
Yup.
But war was in his heart.
That's right, bro.
I mean, we quoted it.
That's right, con.
But-
You still can bring it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, so they, like the brother said, all them treaties and all that shit, he come couching like, yeah, you my man, yo, sign this paper with me, this is that. But in the back of his mind, what, man? He wants you out of there, man. He wants your spot, man.
Right.
He saw one of our spot, okay, you got it. Right here on earth, man. The Lord gave you that. And that's all you get. After this, then what is it for you, Esau? This is the height of your fucking, your empire, your rulership, man. Dirty ass America, man. Which is crumbling. This is it for you. You had the Babylonian Empire, you had the Greek Empire, you had the Roman Empire, but all those empires fell, man.
Right.
What you got now left, what's the last empire you got is American. But you proud them after all your other empires. And on top of that, you proud them after the Egyptians, man. Mizraim, man. The house of bondage, man.
Hey, and the Lord said, I change not.
That's right,
So
bro.
why is he going to destroy all these other nations?
Right.
Like the scripture said, he requires that which is past.
That's right.
So why he's going to destroy all these other nations?
But not yours.
And then said, look, Sodom and Gomorrah was made as an example.
That's right.
America's doing that 100 times worse. But why would he just leave America?
That's right.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's right, bro.
That'll make the Lord a liar.
That's right, yup. And he said his words will not return void, man.
Con.
Will not return void, man.
I got two swift ones real quick. And I could go back to the one in Sirach. This is Psalms chapter 52 and 2. The tongue deviseth mischief, like a sharp razor working deceitfully.
Damn, read that again.
Psalms 52 and 2. The tongue deviseth mischief.
That's right, mischief, man. That's a whole bunch of fucked up shit, man.
Iniquity.
Yeah, cut. The tongue devises it. Go ahead.
The tongue deviseth mischief, like a sharp razor working deceitfully.
Yeah, working deceitfully. Damn, that's crazy, because you know what a razor going to do, man. That's going to cut the hell out of you, man. So that's like you having a razor in your hand trying to be cool with it. Like, yeah, you my man, this, that. But then the whole time you want to cut this man. And you going to do it.
When the woman draws
That's
down,
right. That's right, bro.
like a snake.
That's right, bro. That's right, man. And that's Esau's what? His characteristics. Look what the Turks doing right now, man. Going at the cruise, man. They Edomites. They waited for America to back up out of there. Yo, and it tells you, a house divided shall not stand, man.
Satan against Satan.
That's right. You got America versus Russia. And all these other Edomite nations, man. Which the Amalekites and gutter rats, them so-called Jewish people, they gonna bring America out for the war, man. To get their ass what? Destroyed, man. And it serves them right. But in the kingdom, I'm gonna be fucking them Amalekites up, man.
If their kids be multiplied, it's for the sword.
That's right, bro. That's right. And yo, you even got right now, these Edomites not even having as many kids no more, man. Like the whole time I'm in the hospital, I'm looking around, it's a lot of Jake women in there, man. Of all different nations and shit. And what they doing, they fucking chasing the career, man.
That also proves that we're the Israelites.
That's right, bro. That's right.
We're the most out here.
That's right, bro.
Slavery.
That's right. Yup. Women, like, I feel like I was in the kingdom. Can I help you with this? You sure can.
Bring you all types of chicken.
That's right, bro.
Nah, but yeah, man. I got something real quick. This is Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
That's right.
But war was in his heart.
That's right.
His words were softer than oil when they draw a sword.
That's right. So man, they talk that fly shit.
That's right. No, the scripture says, body is set with great things.
That's right. Yup. And when he doing all that extra shit, like you cool, nigga, jerking the bike and all that. You might jerk your mama and fly the fuck off of that shit.
Okay, how that shit blow up.
Man. Yeah. But yeah, man, and so they it said the words of their mouth was smoother than oil, man. Slicker than oil and all that, man. But war was in their heart. Why? Because they what? They want our spot, man. They want to be who us. What's that movie, The Interview and shit? He was like, they hate us because they ain't us.
Yeah.
You know, they hate us because they ain't us, man. So anyway, they go and try everything and all things to try to get up under our skin and fuck us over, man. You know?
Right.
But if the Lord wanted it to go down like that, we'd have been destroyed completely already. All right? So that's a part of him having mercy on us, man. Just like he saved those 8 souls back in the flood, man. He could have destroyed Israel back then, man. At any given time, he could destroy us, man. But he ain't going to do it. That's one of the major prophecies, you know, we're waiting for, man. We've been out here since 6. Hey, man, I don't quench the spirit.
How we can still
that's right. Hey, man, I ain't quenching the spirit, man. You know? I know you gotta grab something.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16.
Huh.
As a matter of fact, yeah, okay. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his image. The number of his name. And
that mark is Karagma, man, which is a physical mark for all you other camps out there that's teaching anything other than that, man. All right? If you're not teaching that, the Lord has blinded you and you don't know what you're talking about.
It's like condoning.
That's right. And yo, Zabak, this is for you, Zabak. Since you don't want to say if it is or not, come up off your high horse and your pride, man.
Yeah, repent now.
Yo, done. Because you leading a lot of people straight. And I heard y'all was on the phone with you, man. When another brother was on the phone, I ain't gonna say who it was. When you said you don't teach that it's not, you teach your people don't get it, but you're not telling them what it is, man. So I heard you personally come out your mouth and say that, man.
It's like beating around the bush.
That's right. I heard that man personally say that. You know? God. And I was a witness on the phone to that conversation. And that's how I'm gonna leave it at that. So you better come up off that bullshit. The RFID microchip is the mark of the beast, man.
That's right.
And if you're teaching anything other than that, hey man, you're gonna get destroyed, man. You know? And it ain't up to us, man. We just trying to be mouthpieces of Yahweh, Shah, Ba'ashim, Dash, man, and keep that blood up off our hands, man. You know?
People that don't know better,
Right.
they're gonna think, oh well, you know, it's okay.
Yup.
The Lord knows my heart. I gotta feed my children.
Yup.
But
That's bullshit.
Paul said, well, we're saved by hope.
God.
You know?
That's right. And that's why we brought that out about the birds, man.
Hope that is seen is not hope.
That's right, brother. That's right.
That's something that you can tangibly see.
God, that's
Here's
right,
a
bro.
chip. It'll save you from all the calamities.
That's right.
Oh, okay. I'll take it.
Yup.
You know, like in John, though they saw, except they see signs and wonders, they will not believe.
Yup.
So, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
That's right. God, brother. God. That's right, man. And they going, yo, man, they what it tell you, say the vintage shall fill, man. And these people still don't believe that shit. You know? The vintage shall fill these people, man. Which is what? Your welfare system? Which Trump just had that cut. And they only through the spirit. Right now it ain't time. You know, but all those things are set up, and they trying to prolong it because the governor in New York trying to, you know, cut that shit back. You know, to make it because Gabar brought out the brother, the head of the elder from Middle Valley, man. You know, he been going in on that shit. You know, so like you got you know, Trump want all these resources cut, but these people talking about, oh, he want to make America great again and all that. So what he doing? He putting the people in concentration camps starting with you fucking Issacharites, but to you so-called Mexicans, breaking up the families, building a house, building a wall around America, you know, and cutting off your benefits. But you got dumbass niggas that voted for him, man. But that's your goddamn president. You know? And that ain't even going to take effect until what? When it's supposed to. And the time when your Thanksgiving comes around, your Christmas come around, your New Year's come around. You know? Go ahead, brother, bring it out. And guess what? Brother, hold on. And guess what? When that comes around, because the Lord said what? He will not smell in your solemn assembly, man. You know? He hates your feast days, man. And he letting you know right there. Speaking about the Bible, brother. Waking up our people, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and also our people that look like other nations, Israelite foreigners, who they really are, and who our the Lord is in the Son. You know? And prophesying the downfall of America. It's coming. You know, we right there. You know, and all the prophecies right in the Bible. You going to Egypt? Man, that's what you had. You look like us. You know what I'm saying? So you might
everybody's making that's the movies and shit. Fuck what they did.
See that? Like, he a Jake, man. And yo, we was out in capital. And these Israelites, man. You know, damn, that's spiritual, yo.
Yeah, that's spiritual.
Yeah,
man.
Hey,
listen, y'all, do y'all think, man?
Right on, bro. What's wrong, bro? No, you're an Israelite, man.
He said, I'm going to Egypt.
See
and
that?
the things over there with ISIS, he said it's a lie.
See that? Yeah, cuz.
Messing with the people's heads over here. Because that's all that witchcraft and
That's right,
sorcery
brother.
they
That's
put
right.
on our people.
See that? Yup.
But yo, you mentioned what Babal brought out with the cuts, the benefits getting cut.
That's right, bro.
Really, they're gonna make the people have to pay for it.
Yup.
And if you don't, and really, man, that's all to usher in that chip because
That's right, brother.
they know that our people are not gonna be able to afford the Medicare and
Right.
you know, all these things. So what? If they can't afford it, they're either gonna be homeless or
Right.
what? Send them to the detention centers,
That's
like
right,
they're
yup,
doing the so-called immigrants now.
That's right.
You know?
Yo, and a lot of them people over there, man, they were saying that the kids died, like a whole bunch of crazy
They wasn't
shit.
getting fed.
Cut. So,
No, I believe it.
yeah, so that whole shit is all still. You got a piece of bro?
Yeah, real quick, since you brought that out. Amos 8 and 10.
Damn.
And I will turn your feast days, and I will turn your feasts into mourning,
That's right.
and all your songs into lamentations.
There you go. Because what these niggas do right now, you just had what? Cristobal Colon Day, right? And now these niggas, they was mad. Yeah, you got your Halloweens, you know? So that's coming up too. But he say, but your main feast days is what? Thanksgiving. Oh, we just do it for the family, to get the family together. But you know what it represents, man. All the way down to the cranberry sauce, the pulling out the bag of the turkey. You know what I'm saying? That represents what? The slaughter and the massacre of the Gadites, man. The whole ceremony, man. Everything, man. You know? So Yahweh Shemel Shah said he's gonna turn your feast in the morning, man. You know? People gonna be they're gonna be scrambling around that time. You know? If this bill whatever holds effect. Which I believe it is, man, because we coming into 2020, man. And it ain't too much longer that Yahweh Shemel Shah gonna hold his peace, man. You know? It ain't too much longer, man. But these niggas out here fucking playing games, man. And then you got these niggas that worship all these different gods, yo, I'm Muslim and all that shit. But you go to fucking Thanksgiving, man. You celebrate fucking Christmas, man. You niggas are full of shit, man. Full of shit.
Scripture say you can't serve the Lord and man.
That's right, man. Oh, I'll just go there to get with my family. Nigga, the Lord told you what, man? If you love your mother, your father, your sister, your brother more than him, you're not fit to run the kingdom, man.
That's right.
So you can miss me with that bullshit, man. Garbage, man. Niggas is a bunch of weaklings, man.
Parents that say they're doing it for the kids, they're leading not themselves only.
That's right.
But the kids are straight.
That's right, bro.
So y'all all gonna die together.
That's right. Right in that lake of fire.
Just more fuel for the fire.
That's right. Come, bro.
And this is spiritual because it goes into the Lord bringing down their feast to lamentations.
That's right.
And then it goes into the famine of the word.
That's right.
You know? But it says, And I will turn your feast into mourning, and all your songs into lamentations.
That's right.
Jingle bells, all them wicked ass songs.
That's right, God.
Ain't nobody gonna be singing no more.
God. I got you.
That merry spirit. It says, and I will bring up sackcloth upon all loins.
That's right. That's right.
They-
Damn, sackcloth.
they
So that's
gonna
what we wearing now.
They gonna be crying like, oh, now
right.
we're gonna be like, nigga, gut up, you know.
That's right,
You
yeah.
wanna celebrate all that
That's right, that's
bullshit.
right, bro. And yo, he said, I turned with the sackcloth, right? That's what we wearing now. And when you wear sackcloth, that represents what? Mourning, man.
Yup.
You know? That represents you in anguish, man. You're not in a happy state. You know? That's why our garments look the way they look. They ain't supposed to be no goddamn $1 million garment looking shit. You know? Sackcloth. Think of a sack, a potato sack. What that look like? It looks like a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know? That's some shit you just, I threw this on, and niggas gonna laugh at you. But you got these niggas walking around with these garments on like they gonna save Yasharala right now, man. And niggas will fucking go follow after them and march with them. Go ahead, bro.
You know, the scriptures mentioned about, I think it was Yahushua, basically he mentioned about the fine linen is in king's houses,
Done.
you know?
Done. That's
So
right,
even
bro.
the fabrics in this place is corrupt regardless if you put one hole in it.
That's right, bro.
Regardless.
That's right.
So, you know what I mean? There's none, anyway. But that, yeah, like you were saying, you know, sackcloth mourning, you know, says, and baldness upon every head, and I will make it as the mourning of an only son, and the end thereof as a bitter day.
That's right. Yo, and that baldness, that's shame, man.
Yeah, that's shame, yeah.
That baldness represents shame. Because when a woman shaves her head, when a woman shaves her head, that's shame. So when we shave our head, we in mourning too, man. You know, because you had in the ancient world what they do. They rent their clothes, shave their beard, their eyebrows, everything, shave their heads. You was in a time of mourning, man.
Nakedness.
Yeah,
With
come.
shame,
That's
yeah.
right. You know?
Right.
So when he say he gonna put baldness on every head, you gonna be in a pitiful case, man. You know? You're gonna be in a pitiful cause, man.
Second Esdras 99.
I got one too real quick. This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. It says, I despise your feast days, and I will not smile in your solemn assemblies. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat feast, man. So he hates y'all, the Lord hates Thanksgiving and all that, man. You know? Why, for one, it represents the slaughter of the Gadites, man. So why the hell would you celebrate some shit like that? Then I was watching Boys in the Hood while I was in the hospital. And when Trey was trying to bring out, he was like, yeah, we all come from Africa. But the teacher was like, you know, she's like, oh yeah, and Thanksgiving, such and such. She was like, and Thanksgiving was a feast when the Indians came together with the Pilgrims and they sat down and had a good time. That's a bunch of bullshit, man. You know, they slaughtered the fuck out of our people, man. That cranberry sauce represented what? The blood, man. You know, and that turkey. You know, when they, like I said, when they pull the sack out of that, you know, with the giblets and all that shit on the inside, that represents them pulling out the fucking baby, man. Out the woman's womb, out the Gadite woman's womb, man. You know, carving the turkey, they was carving us the fuck up, scalping us and shit. But they got the nerve to say that Jake was scalping them, man. We did that shit back to them, man. You know, that's why in Genesis the 49th chapter, you know, it says troops are overcome Gad. Because the word Gad means troop. So a troop overcame us, and at the end we're going to overcome them, man.
That's right. That's right. Second Esdras 9:9, it says, then shall they be a pitiful case,
That's right, bro.
which now have abused my ways.
That's right. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which have abused his ways, man. So how do you abuse his ways? You took lightly the words that the prophets are out here speaking, man. You know? The law, statutes, and commandments of the scripture. You know, telling you who you are, man. Prophesying to our people, man. You took it lightly. Because when it was at liberty for you to get this word, you decided not to get it. You wanted to go your own way. You know? But I'm pretty sure everybody in this goddamn block can hear our voice, man.
That's right.
So you can't say you ain't hear it, man. You know?
What you say, woe to them that take counsel, but not of me.
That's right, bro. They go down to Egypt, man. You know?
It says, have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments.
Damn.
For such as in their life have received benefits
Damn.
and have not known me.
That's right.
And they that have loved my law, while they had yet living,
Yeah.
and when as yet place of repentance. So the Lord gave them place of repentance.
That's right now. That's right now. And yo, when it said they have taken benefits, what's that? The 501c3 charter, man. And all that person Judas, man. And all other different type of shit, man. You know? You should have ran them homos over, man. Damn sodomites, man. And they walk around, they hear this word too, man.
Child support. That's another one.
Yeah, cunt. Yup.
That should be all hell wicked.
And that's for the women that's at ease, man.
That's keeping the king under slavery.
That's right, brother. That's right.
So we gotta get out of here.
Cunt.
It says was of repentance was open unto them,
That's
understood not, but despised them.
That's right. So right now, these niggas walking up and down, they don't hate us like we said earlier. We gonna end it on that. They don't hate us, they hate them, they hate the one that sent us, man. Cause all we do is come out here and speak his word, man.
It's like in the mafia, yo, you gonna kill the messenger?
That's right, yup.
You know?
Don't kill the messenger, nigga.
Don't kill the messenger, man.
I mean,
No.
but anything else you want to bring out, brother?
I mean, that was it on that. So, you know, what the scriptures tell you, through the fear we persuade men, man. So,
Right.
whoever is persuaded, whether we planted seeds or whoever came up,
Right.
or whoever's watching,
That's right, brother.
that's who it's going to go out to, man.
That's right.
You know, the blood is off our hands, like the brother said.
Right. And on top of that, it tells you to prophesy to the wind. So the wind blows all different type of ways and takes your echo and sets it up. And the vibration on the earth, man.
That's how
You know? So we prophesying in the trees and all that for that shit, man. You know? Because it knows that this place is done, man. You know, the whole earth hates Esau, man. All the way down to because the earth is a living, breathing thing, man. The earth is living and breathing. You know? Everything gives back to something, man.
Ooh,
Except for
this is-
Esau, they take that shit, man.
And this
You
is
know?
living water.
That's right, bro. And what we doing is putting that living water. Spiritual.
Yup.
You know? The quench the elect's thirst, man. Because they're the ones that's going to get it, man.
The spiritual, because you got the two tree. One tree right here,
Come on, bro.
or one tree right here,
That's
like the
right.
river,
Damn.
with the two.
Accident.
Oh!
Accident. See,
Yeah,
I
this
know it's
what-
going to happen.
Yo, call Lord Yahweh Shem
Yeah,
Yahweh Shah. But you know, you got one tree here,
Right.
like a pillar. What? The two witnesses.
Yup, that's right, man.
And what? I'm Ephraim, and you might be cheating. Who
That's
knows?
right.
But it's all spiritual.
And
man,
we at
because-
the temple, man.
Yeah.
Cursing the temple out.
You can't make that up.
Facing that shit.
You can't make that
Yup.
up.
Come on, man. All things are
It's
spiritual.
heavy because you said what? When you speak, it goes to the wind and travel.
That's right.
And the car got into an accident.
That's right. See that?
You see that?
They probably drove past like, who the hell is them niggers up there talking that bullshit?
This word
And
is
look,
sharp.
and they banged into each other, man. And look, it looked like a goddamn Edomite, man. Matter of fact, it is an Edomite.
And the Lord's gonna bring that big bang.
Come on, man, come. That's right, brother. So with that, man, until next week, we're gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Achapadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Peace and blessings to the sincere and the hopeful elect. And death to America!
Death to America.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah.